the game, but they treat me like a newbie. Mookie ordered that my gula, and he walk around with a goolie. And my bitch, she bad like Boa. She turn your girl to a groupie. Blue punch, yeah, I had a restart. All smiles in the moonlight re-rock. Man, I might kick game and some Reebok. And I'm sick of you hoes, got G-Talk. Man, cut these hoes off like Mihawk. Man, my little homie cat like Usopp. And I'm two-turn, think I need a woosah. We pull up in this bitch like who y'all? Don't worry about me, nigga, who you? Is he forward game? Tell me who's who. Can't fuck with the kid, call me Eustace. Can't fuck with the kid if you Eustace.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome in again to the Straw Hat Podcast. Appreciate all of you guys. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Much better. Appreciate all of you guys joining on this Monday. Happy to see all of you guys here. Of course, as we know, this is a break week. So we are going to be vibing. We are going to be chilling and no specific agendas. Just hanging out with you guys, man. And of course, we're going to be talking the good book of the One Piece, man. So appreciate y'all jumping on and having fun with your boy tonight. You already know this is the Straw Hat Podcast, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every Monday, we go live and we talk One Piece. And generally, there's a chapter. There's not a chapter this week. That's okay, because there's still plenty to discuss. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually pretty excited to actually get into some of it. So thank you again to everyone that is here. Say Za in the building says, let's go. What's going on, Za? Good to see you as always, my friend. We are here. You are here, my brother. Good to see you. Dean's in the building. He says, yo, good evening. Good evening to you, Deans. Good evening to you. I hope you are doing well, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you pulling up. Gamer Gav in the building. Yo. Deans, I need you. Well, he is a part of the Bus Gang crew. So, I guess he probably should be able to take over for you. But yeah, good to see y'all, man. Good to see you guys. Of course, Pooley is in the building. He says break week don't mean we on break. Like the stream. I guess this is a good point for me to remind you guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and just click the like button. It helps out a lot, especially if you're here on YouTube. Just take a second to click the like button. And apparently, like, YouTube is changing their algorithm. This is what I'm hearing. Apparently, likes and engagement, like comments and likes, are more important on the videos than just watch time or even viewers. So I don't know if that's actually true or not, but in the off chance that it is, definitely drop a comment and drop a like. It means a lot and it helps the stream out a ton. Okay, I think we got all of the formalities out the way. Guys, I got another Funko Pop before we actually get into what we're going to do tonight. I got another pop, and I don't really have anyone that can appreciate this outside my wife, who's now caught up in One Piece. So now she can appreciate the things that I actually get and understand why they're so cool and so memorable. Hold on, let me cut the music just a smidge. There we go. But, dude, I have not only is it a Nami Funko, which was found, my homie, every time he goes to the store, he just finds One Piece stuff, which, for whatever reason, I never get the chance to see any of this stuff when I go out. But he found this dope Funko Pop, man. And it's the one when they're leaving Alabasta and they're giving up their arm for the X. And each crewmate at that store had a Funko Pop for it. But, I didn't want to spend like $200. So I just dropped this little bit so that I can get the Nami Funko Pop. So, man, I never was a collectible guy or anything like that. But here we are. And obviously, you can see the long list of Funko Pops behind me. and it is growing as we go along. So as you guys can see, it's pretty dope. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to get all of them, and I think I'm gonna like put a shelf like above my head back there and line them up. Like just so I can get like the alabaster look, bro. It's so dope. He says no lies, bro. It is so freaking cool, man. And the fact that they have all of them at the store, yeah. Give me about 2 weeks. I'm gonna literally have all of them probably on the couch behind me or somewhere in this room, because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty legit. Either way, he said, hey, we'll see. Either way, before we get the gang up here and revisit the Discord theories, because there was more put in the Discord after we did that stream 2 weeks ago. Before we get everyone up here, I figured it's been a while since I did a tier list. So I wanted to do another tier list before we actually get the rest of the crew up here and actually go through these theories in Discord. Because this time I did kind of look over some of them, and yeah. Y'all are cooking, bro. Y'all are cooking. So either way, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a tier list, and we're going to get into it. The tier list that we have that we're going to be doing is ranking pre-time skip villains. We're going to be ranking pre-time skip villains. And I'm not even going to be ranking them as far as like strength. I'm not going to be ranking them as far as ability. I'm probably just going to rank them literally based on how much I like them as a character. I think that's it. Because there's a lot on here. Obviously, Sakazuki is an S. I don't think we really got to have a discussion. Papazuki is probably... he might be the best post-time skip villain too. But he's definitely the best pre-time skip villain. Post-time skip, the only reason why I'm not saying confidently that it is Sakazuki is because Emu exists. And Emu, I'm not going to lie, Emu right now is looking pretty freaking sick. The character design, the fact that you are so brutal. Like, I think that's the reason why I like Sakazuki, because he's so brutal. He's so vicious. He's so willing to literally exert his force and do what he needs to do and do whatever he wants to do. I think that is why I like Emu as well, because I see a lot of Emu or Sakazuki in Emu. Literally just that ruthless, bloodthirsty, I'm going to do what I got to do. Because the parallels are somewhat there. We already have seen Emu kill someone that was on his side because of basically disrespect or not fulfilling your job duty. Remember, we saw Saturn basically turn to a pile of dust. And Sakazuki subsequently killed one of the Marines that were running away from the Marineford War as well. So literally same exact situation. Sakazuki is up there. And again, if Emu did not exist, then literally Sakazuki would be the best post-time skip villain. But I don't know if I can go that far. We have, I always forget his freaking name, man. The Pervy Tiger. Freak was his freaking name. Hogback, Perona. Oh, Absalom. That's what it was. Absalom. Absalom legit might be the worst. Maybe he might be the worst pre-time skip villain. And I only say that because the fruit he has is actually pretty broken, and I feel like he didn't do anything with it. The only thing you did with it was capture Nami, and that was like halfway successful. And the reason why you even did it was for an odd reason. So, I don't know. Brick, click, snap in the building. What is up over on Twitch? Good to see you, good sir. Yeah, Absalom might legit be the worst pre-time skip villain. And then it gets worse because you get bodied like right when we get into the post-time skip. Get killed, get your fruit stolen. Yeah. There's just not too many W's for Absalom. Perona, on the other hand, S tier character. Absolute S tier character. Everything. Hold on, I'll explain in a second. Hold on. Just trying to live life and work through my man. I freaking hear it, bro. Woo! I freaking hear it. Bro. I get it, man. I get it. Lord knows I freaking get it. Working through, bro. Yeah. Hey, man. One Piece seems to be helping. Well, I am glad that One Piece is helping. But man, when I say I get it, and I mean that. But man, I wish you the best. Hopefully, life does not get too hard for you. And I'm glad One Piece is helping. Yeah. So Perona, like I said, is an S tier character out of the pre-time skip villains. And I firmly believe that because Perona, first off, her character design, super unique. This is one of the very, very, very few times in One Piece where Oda does not literally just draw a Nami clone. You can tell this is absolutely a different character from Nami. The design is really, really cool. I like the goth / emo rock type vibes. And I liked her fit in pre-time skip. She's walking around with an umbrella. Freaking the hollows. That was cool. That was dope. Definitely, in my opinion, an S tier character. And I say that means a lot because I don't even like Thriller Bark. So that's actually a lot coming from me. Moria, man. Moria. What do we do with Moria? Moria, he's not going to go into D tier. Even though he probably should. I think he's a C tier character and antagonist because the backstory with Kaido saves him. That's it. Even though his entire crew did die, the backstory with Kaido is literally the only thing that saves this man for me. Seriously. Is the only thing. Moria is just unimpressive, disappointing. He was not scary at any point in Thriller Bark. Did I feel like, oh my God, Moria could really he could just take it there. Never thought that. Fully says A. No, bro. No. He's definitely an A and he's a hero. No. I have to disagree. Y'all are my guys. But I gotta disagree. Again, I'm actually being pretty objective because I didn't put him in the D tier. Hero of Wano, fair. And again, that's why I brought him up to C. Because without that cover story and without the backstory that we got with him and Kaido, he's definitely a D tier character. Absolutely. And D tier antagonist. 100%. But he was saved by literally a headstone in Wano. And Oda did that just to help his character out. That's it. He didn't even have to do it. But it's okay. He said it's bait. No, it's not. Come on, Foolie. You know how I feel about Thriller Bark, man. This shouldn't surprise you, man. You already know how I feel. Now, Captain Kuro is interesting because I don't like Sarah Village either, but I actually I actually don't mind Captain Kuro. I really don't. I really don't. I actually kind of like Captain Kuro um for a lot of reasons. The fact that I feel like he was just a regular guy. I mean, what he did was actually still pretty bad, but he was just a smart guy that was about to take over a fortune. Like, I can't even get mad at the guy. He was like, I'm tired of piracy. I'm a step away from piracy. And I still want to make money. So I'm going to do a long term game, just like uh, at Water 7 with CP9. They played the long term game, waited years until it was the right moment to come out and say, "Yo, I've been faking the whole time, but I'm here to take what's mine." I'm not even mad at bro. I'd probably put him in B, maybe C, but I really rock with his motivation. There's nothing crazily over the top. It just makes sense. He's not some rando. Like, I feel like I could relate him to a real world person. Again, what he did is still wrong, but this is like a more real situation that you would find in our world. So, yeah. Axehand Morgan. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Axehand Morgan. Like, truly. Was he strong? No, he wasn't. Was he stupid? Absolutely. But the fact that he realized, this is my thing with Axehand Morgan. When we had met El Mepo initially, and he was talking about, oh, my daddy will do this, and oh, you don't know who my dad is, blah, 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 blah. When I met Axehand Morgan, because you met El Mepo first, when you meet Axehand Morgan, I was expecting him to be some weak freaking, like, oh, my son is perfect type guy. Nah, bro smacks around Helmeppo too. And he deserved it. He deserved it. And for that reason, he wasn't just a coddling type of guy. He wishes that Helmeppo was stronger and better than the weakling he was at the beginning of the series. He'd honestly probably love his son now. He might. He might actually like his son because his son is out here, on sword. He's not that impressive, but he's still a part of an elite organization within the military, within the Marines. So, yeah, no, I'm with it. I put him in B, probably above Kuro. Alvida, um, Alvida's cool. I think I give her a couple of extra bonus points because of how they portrayed her in the live action. But I think Alvida overall is a good character. She was an okay villain, good enough for us to get introduced to One Piece. I think I'm okay with that because she gave the vibes that she really set the tone for the show. Even though most pirate crews that we're meeting are not like Alvida's, she really set the tone for this is what you're going to expect to see inside of One Piece. I got a stowaways here. Freaking Kobe's a piece of crap. He's basically my slave. And we're out here really just roughing it. I got my club. I beat the guys, because I'm just strong enough. And honestly, the fact that she was a female that was commanding men was really interesting too, because it set off a really interesting type of dynamic moving throughout One Piece. Being that most of the time the women are not like the main antagonists in situations in shonen. It's usually men. So that was nice. I'm putting her in B. And then she spun back and got skinny with a slip. Yeah, no, she like that. She's like that. This was I can't remember which Celestial Dragon this was. I'll come back to him. I'll come back to him. I'm pretty sure that was in Sabaody, but I'll come back to him. Kuzan, obviously. There's really no discussion. Kuzan, he was a great antagonist. Obviously, he's a great character. When he freaking he froze freaking Luffy and Robin. That was crazy. That was freaking crazy. That was insane. Yeah, that was insane. Meeting him and seeing that was insane. So yeah, obviously S tier. I don't gotta go too far with that. Don Krieg, he's an A tier, man. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that bro literally went into the Baratier and faked, like, yeah, I'm just here, just help me, please. And then spun back right after and freaking terrorized them. Dude's tough, man. Dude's tough. Dude is tough. I'm not gonna lie. He's like that. Oh God, Spandam. Now, Zah, I know Spandam is your guy, and I know you think that Spandam is an S tier villain and character. I'm gonna be consistent and put him in B because he is a very realistic person in this world. He's a Nepo baby. He fails upwards and he basically just rules from his throne and uses authority that he shouldn't even have. So I could see him, I could really parallel him to real life. So he's a B tier character because he definitely got the job done as far as what he was supposed to do, outside of course, he didn't anticipate the Straw Hats to obviously come all the way to Enies Lobby. But if they didn't, and if they didn't get a chance to get there, then he would have got it done. And I think it was done masterfully. Khalifa, Khalifa. Baby beats here. She was cool. Khalifa's cool. She gets bonus points because of her fight with Nami, but maybe C tier. I don't think she was able to really do much. But her character was cool though. The bubble fruit, I think that was cool. I think I give her a couple of bonus points because she did take out Sanji. And made Nami have her moment of telling Sanji, I respect what you're doing, but it's stupid. So like, let's get it together. So yeah, I'll put her in B tier. Buggy obviously S tier. There's no we don't need to have that conversation. I don't need to have that conversation at all. Arlong though, I'd probably put him in A tier. Maybe S. Ooh. I guess I'd probably go S tier for Arlong. I think he is he's definitely pretty brutal. He's not brutal enough to be at the top of S tier because he still cares about his fishmen. So he would never do basically what Akainu does and kill Marines. But I do think he's still extremely brutal. And the fact that he put that pistol between the eyebrows of Belmere and pulled it. That man is still more terrorizing than a lot of the freaking villains in this series. And I feel like Arlong honestly doesn't get enough credit. That dude was a freaking menace. There's a lot of villains we have in One Piece that don't have the same level of brutality that Arlong had. And he was literally just using actual weapons, a gun. Like, no crazy devil fruits. He's a fisherman, so obviously, he can swim, super strong, but he's just a regular guy. Kizaru, Kizaru, I'll go S. I was gonna go. I'll go S. Because his introduction in Sabaody, that was pretty tough. Going through fighting the worst Jin, yeah. He's definitely S. Blackbeard's S. We don't gotta discuss that, obviously. Fukaru, I think that's his name, or is it Fukabaru? I put him down here with Moria, man. I don't really like his character. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. The zipper thing was always weird to me. I never got into the zipper thing. That was always kind of weird and kind of quirky, but he was okay. I just never got into the whole zipper and the choppa. Yeah, I'm okay. Mr. 3, I'm gonna go A, and I'm only gonna go A because he turned into like a gag character after we left Alabasta. And it's actually unfortunate because he was so brutal when we met him. We see him in Little Garden. He was so freaking brutal. And then going through Impel Down, he became along the lines of Buggy, but he's not as high as Buggy. And the reason I give Buggy a pass is because that's always what Buggy has been. Mr. 3 became that. And it was really disappointing because I expected him to stay that ruthless, freaking brutal dude. And there's a lot of ways that Oda could have went with his character. I'm actually not mad at it, but he can't be an S tier because of the direction that he went with Galdino. So, but he's at the top of A. Bon Clay S. I don't care. I'm not explaining it. Bon Clay's S. Mr. 1 is Daz Bones. He was a little bit lackluster, but I'll put him at the beginning of B only because he was able to get the best he was able to pull Zoro into what we needed him to become. Yeah, he's a B. He's a very lackluster character, but I think that this is going to be a weird take. So is Zoro kind of, because he's literally just strength, no emotion, and swords. That's kind of what Mr. 1 was. Strength, no emotion, and swords. That's why I'm putting him in B, because it's like, there wasn't much to you, but I do like what you gave me, because for that same reason, that's why I like Zoro, because you get strength, no emotion, and swords. That's it from Zoro, and that's okay, and that's what you get from Mr. 1 as well. Zoro lovers might come. I mean, it is fully keep it a bug though. Am I wrong? There's just not much more to Zoro outside of strength, no emotion, and swords. That's it. That is what you're going to get from Zoro every arc. He's just going to be wearing different clothes when he does it. That's it. And that's not even a knock on Zoro. I like Zoro, but he is just strength, no emotion, and swords. And that's okay. That's okay. No disrespect to any Zoro lovers out there, man. Now, and to be fair, that's where I would put Zoro too. I would put him loyalty too. That's fair. Loyalty. But yeah, just like Daz Bones, same with loyalty, exactly. But to be fair, if I had to rank Zoro, I would put him in a B tier as just a character as well. He would go in the exact same spot as Daz Bones. So, you know, do what you will with that. But just to keep my consistency, that's what I would end up doing. Now, Foxy, man. Foxy is an A tier antagonist. He's an A tier antagonist for a couple of reasons. And you guys might not even like that take, which is fine. I get it. You might disagree. But Foxy is a multi-dimensional character, and he's quirky, which is why I love Buggy. But he makes use of a fruit that's annoying, and he makes it. Honestly, I don't know if everyone could get the full potential out of that fruit like Foxy can. Foxy is just different. And he's pretty freaking brutal. I think literally the whole concept of running a Davy Bag fight, the Davy Bag games, I think that's really it has its own level of brutality as far as like villains, because you're going to take someone away from a crew that for all intents and purposes they may never see those people again. You're fracturing relationships and making them basically a slave for you. So I think there is stuff to be said about the Davy Bag fights. But yeah, I think he's an A tier character and an A tier villain. Crocodile. Hold on, I gotta turn the fan on for this one because it's about to get a little hot. Hold on, let me turn my fan on real quick. It's about to get a little hot. It's about to get a little hot. There we go. Okay. There we go. Much better. Much better. Much better. Okay. So Crocodile. I love Croco, man. I love Croco. I'd probably still put him in the A though. He doesn't go in S tier. I like him a lot. He was brutal, but it's like, man, he showed Luffy too much grace. Like I get it. I guess he thought he killed Luffy the first time. Okay. But when Luffy comes back the second time, I'm confirming that Luffy's out of there. I'm not just walking away, not knowing if Luffy is really gone. Because I don't think that Arlong or Sakazuki or Blackbeard, I don't think that they would walk away from Luffy without confirming a body. I just don't think so. I think they would need to know. I really do. Because they're just brutal like that. So Crocodile, the fact that you allowed that to even be possible is just great character though. But that's always bugged me about him. Bluno, let me think. Where would Bluno go? I like Bluno more than Khalifa for sure. I put him right in front of Khalifa because there was like a lot of mystery to Bluno initially. The door fruit, super, super mysterious. And then that whole situation is where we actually got that O'Hara flashback as well. Yeah, I like Bluno. I do like Bluno. And I think the way that he was made to be mysterious and capture Robin and, be on the sea train, I think he's one of the better CP9 agents that's not named Kaku or Rob. God dang, I blanked on his name. Yeah, I think he's one of the better ones. He might actually be a little higher. Fully says he's a B. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Oh God, I forgot the bro's name. I know this one's Jabra right here next to him. Oh man. I forgot his freaking name. I would probably put him above Bruno though. Because he was pretty quirky. And I actually liked the quirkiness that he gave me. He was dumb for sure. But I was okay with it. Because if I'm not mistaken, he was the one. Yes, he was. Yeah, he was dumb, but I'm okay with it. I have no issues with it. I think he was probably the more interesting one. Like I said, Bruno kind of was mysterious, and then he got packed up by Gear 2. But I think this other one was pretty cool too. He pushed Chopper. Yeah, agreed. Totally agree. Which is why I think he has to go where he is. Yeah. Jabra. I actually like Jabra a lot. I actually like Jabra. Jabra with the whole like Mr. acting like he was sleeping. You know, I like it. I really do. I think I will put him, he's probably still B as well, but I think I will put him at the top of B. I like Jabra. I was about to say Hitsugaya. This is not Hitsugaya. Wow. Oh, this is the assistant warden. He would probably be somewhere between B and A. He was a great character. He wasn't strong at all, but he was willing to do what he had to do to protect that freaking jail, man. I'm gonna put him in B. But I like him a lot. Ryuma as a character, yeah. I'd probably go A as a villain, yeah. And knowing that there was, mysterious lore attached to him, and he was holding Shisui, who also had lore. Yeah, that fight with him and Zoro was actually an amazing fight. One of my favorite fights with Zoro. So, yeah. And then is it Hans? Wanzi. Is that his name? Wanzo. It's one of those. The guy that fights with the noodles. He's a C tier. He's C tier. He's not a D tier, but he's definitely a C tier. He was pretty annoying, but he did get Sanji to use his hands in a fight because he started using the butcher knives. I put him above Moria. He's definitely above Moria. Nezumi, I'm gonna stay consistent. He's like a real life person. I can relate him to some corrupt person that's in the army, in the police department, and is out here running undercover deals, And the fact that I can actually remember his name and he's just some rando Marine that I don't even know that we see him again after this. We might. I don't think so. Let me see. Let me look that up. If we see Nezumi again. Hold on. How many times? Let me share my screen so y'all can see this. How many times do we see Nezumi in One Piece? Nezumi. Okay, yeah, just once. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that is my point. The fact that I can remember Nezumi, granted, yes, Arlong Park is one of my favorite arcs, but I think most people, even if you're not like a diehard, super heavy One Piece fan, I think most people that have at least went through and have rewatched One Piece at least one time, they should be able to remember this guy's name. They should. And he's really a pretty insignificant person, which means that he's actually a really good villain. Shiryu of the Rain. Yes. Dude's freaking a monster. I'd probably put him somewhere around here, man. Yeah. Dude's a freaking monster. Literally getting out the friggin' jail, and Shiryu cuts down the people immediately. Yeah, he's different. Sentomaru pre-time skip S, bro. Oh my God. Sentomaru was that guy. Brutally ruthless. Brutally freaking ruthless. I love Sentomaru. Pre and post time skip, I love Sentomaru. He's yeah, his design, dope. He's super tall, muscular, got the like interesting wavy kind of hair. Yeah. I like him. We have the she's the person that's in charge of the jailer beast. I can't remember her name right now. But I give her a B. Oh shoot. Did I put her in B? Yes. I put her in B. Wapol. Ooh, Wapol, man. I have a love-hate relationship with Wapol. I have a love-hate relationship with freaking Wapol, man. Do I like Wapol? Do I hate Wapol? Wapol would probably be, as a character and a villain, B. He'd probably be B. Because again, same type of thing I was talking about. I could see him. This is a real life person. Nepotism, baby, nepo baby. That's it. That's literally it. And he tries to reclaim what's rightfully his. I can dig it. This was, oh God, why am I blinking? This was an Impel Down, right? Was he not an Impel Down? I'm pretty sure this guy was an Impel Down. You're going D tier because I can't even remember you. Hopefully I'm not bugging. Y'all let me know I'm bugging. I'm pretty sure he was an Impel Down. I cannot remember. He looks so familiar right now, though. Django. Our version of Michael Jackson in One Piece. He's high tier B. Yeah. He's stupid. And he clearly put himself to sleep over and over and over. And he was a gag character. But I like what Oda did. And him being in a cover story also made up for, it also added depth to his character as well, being in that cover story. Oh, you're good, Deans. You're good, bro. I see your comment. Okay. Helmeppo. He said, what are we doing? I'm ranking pre-time skip villains. Based on how much I like them as a character and a villain. Pre-time skip villains. Okay. Helmeppo, he's he was okay. He was okay. I'd probably say C. I'd probably say C. He was pretty freaking annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But it was brutal though. So I do gotta give him a couple extra points. I gotta put him in B because he ain't care about them kids. He ain't care about nothing. I got money and my daddy is Zach Sam Morgan. So what's up? I put him in B. I'll put him at the bottom of B though. Kaku is, if I'm counting when he was undercover and when he was an antagonist, I'd probably put him in A. He's probably, of CP0, Kaku is probably my favorite one. Or excuse me, he's CP0 now. But of CP9, Kaku was probably my favorite one. Facts. His intro, when he freaking ran and jumped off the building and flew down. Yeah. Kaku was like that. Kaku is definitely like that. Yeah, I think he's probably my favorite CP9 agent. I think so. Now that I'm sitting here talking, because I have him over Rob Lucci, even though Rob Lucci, yes, he's like that. I have him in A tier. I think Rob Lucci's great. He's just not better than Kaku. That's it. In my opinion. You guys are welcome to disagree. In my opinion, he's not better than Kaku. Kuma, or is it, if we're saying Kuma as a villain pre-time skip, S tier. This man is the only reason why I recommend anyone watch Thriller Bark. He's the only reason. Ryuma is another reason, for sure. Perona is another reason, for sure. But Kuma is, honestly, Kuma might be the reason I did not drop One Piece at Thriller Bark. He might be, because before we got Kuma to pull up and pop away Perona, I was really starting to think One Piece just was not for me. And I know I've said that a lot. Kuma's probably the reason why I still watched and caught up. He's probably the reason I even have this podcast. Because when I was watching, I literally was almost like, yep, okay, I'm good. But Kuma pulled up, and I was like, wait a minute. Who is this guy? The mystery in him. If you had anywhere in the world you could go, where would you go? Boop, popped away. Man, that was, oh man. Dean's Life says, my coworker just got past Thriller Bark, and he said Kuma's intro was fire. Yeah. Kuma's intro was tough, man. It was tough. So you got me thinking, next break week or next time I do a tier list, I got to rank intros, like the character. Yeah, that would be a good stream. Ranking character intros. I think that'd be cool. Let's see. Magellan. He's probably an S tier. I'd probably go S tier. Ruthless, strong, and scary. How you got to have all three of those. Everyone that's in the S tier, with the exception of Buggy, is terrifying. Every single one of them, I felt from beginning to end that they were terrifying. Outside of Bon Clay. And maybe Perona. But Perona was terrifying still. She just kind of got scared from Usopp. That's it. The Venom Demon. Oh, that's a cool nickname. The Venom Demon. Ooh. Yeah, he's like that. He's definitely like that. Enel is S tier. Definitely S tier. Um, yeah, Enel's definitely S tier. No doubts about it. Uh, where in S tier does he go though? He probably goes right here. Yeah, yeah. Brutal. He didn't care about anyone or anything. He also kidnapped Nami in that arc. Um, and unleashed Rygo on Sky Island, knowing that not only would that destroy their island, but they would end up falling straight down to the Blue Sea. And he didn't care. Enel is different. Enel and Magellan, two villains that didn't really lose. You know, he didn't lose. He already wanted to go to the moon. And that's what he did. Magellan definitely did not lose either. He just kind of got away. So, yeah. Shout out to Enel, man. Dr. Hogback. Oh, I gotta take my glasses off for this. Dr. Hogback. Oh man, I freaking do not like Hogback. I really don't. I'm probably gonna have to go see. I'm probably gonna have to go see. Wanzi, that was his name. The dude with the noodles. It was Wanzi. Um, yeah. Yeah, I just don't like him, man. I just don't. And then I'm pretty sure this was Sabaody. Is this the one that shot Hachan the first time? I don't know. But I do remember he was in Sabaody and he's a celestial dragon. So for that reason, man, I'm putting him up there. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of the tier list. I'm gonna drop a poll because I'm actually curious to know what you guys think about it. Gang, y'all are welcome to come up at this point so we can get into the Discord theories. Hold on, let me create a poll real quick on YouTube. I need to see. I gotta see what y'all think, man. I feel like I did the perfect tier list. Not gonna lie to you. I feel like you can't actually do any better than this. Hold on, let me drop it. And A, B, yeah, and D. Yeah. Let me freaking know. Let me freaking know, man. The poll is there. These Life says Discord theories bet. Oh yeah. 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 We're getting into it. We are getting into the Discord theories. They were cooking last time, man. And there were more added. So we're definitely gonna look at that together. Let me know how I did on the tier list. Oh, A. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. While we're waiting, let me put the put some music on again. There we go. I'll put some music on again while we're waiting. And I need to get my Discord pulled up so that I can even do. One second. Let me get the cord pulled up. Hope you guys are obviously doing well, man. Appreciate, of course, y'all tapping in with your boy. Pull up the Discord theories so we can get to cooking. Let me see. Speaking of Discord theories and just Discord in general, it has been popping in the Discord server. Like every day, there are people in the voice channels. Every day, there are people in the general talking. So shout out to everyone that's in the Discord. it is like went crazy out of nowhere within the last month. Now every day someone's in there and multiple voice channels are being used. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let me pull the theories tab up so I can find out where we even left off. Where did we leave off? Okay. Did we read this one? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. 1 second. And boom. Here we go. I guess Will of Dreams deleted this one. Oh no, we did read this one last time. This was Will of Dreams' one. We read the Duzon one. Timepiece. Okay. Timepiece. Let's see. And let me zoom in too. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. I have had. Oh, wait, hold on. No, get that. Why is that in there? I know I'm viewing older messages. It's fine. Okay. I've had the thought that Emu has created a limbo / pocket dimension or a time loop in the One Piece world to stop time from moving forward. The reason why no one catches on is because they have had their minds erased. Knowledge is kept from them. And if people learn too much, then cleansing or death, too much, then cleansing / death and start over. Okay, so if they know too much, then Emu kills them. Okay. You ready to debunk? Wait, like in general or this theory? Because that was fast. Are you just saying you're ready to debunk in general? Because if you're ready to debunk this one, that was fast. I didn't even read it all yet. Okay, so he's saying Emu has a pocket dimension. Okay, I guess we've kind of talked about that. That would kind of be like the void, right? Because we've been discussing that. Or a time loop in the One Piece world to stop time. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm like, dang, Deans. Got you. The reason why no one catches on is because they have their mind. Now, the mind's erased part. Knowledge is kept from them. And if people learn too much, then cleansing and death and start over. That's interesting. So we're on like some Men in Black stuff. That's what it sounds like he's talking about. Okay. The Grand Line and the Red Line are two giant circles surrounding the One Piece world like an infinity sign. The red line maybe has markings making it like an abyss circle / pentagram. Okay. The Grand Line is also in two parts, the upper shallow current and the deep sea current. Together, they make the Dragon's Current, which to me looks like a flowing Mobius strip or torus. Basically, a time loop that is constantly stuck in a specific period of time on repeat. Trapped energy or time, like Emu's concentric circle eyes. This may be Emu's secret to immortality, frozen biologically in time until someone comes along and breaks the karmic cycle, letting energy flow again, making the spirals. Dean says, well, time is moving, so there is time, But if it's a pocket of time, it's like, how? Yeah. Well, okay. I wonder. I'm not mad at what he is saying because we have speculated that there would be like another dimension inside of the abyss. Like when you travel through the abyss, you don't just teleport, you actually like move through another dimension. So that part makes a lot of sense to me. And I already agree with that part. What I do wonder is I agree. I guess I need more. Oh, okay. There's more explanation. Let me just keep reading. Let me keep reading. He has a panel here. What does this panel say? There's just one. You should all put on coats like this, by the way. It's going to get cold from here on out. Oh, this is when they were talking about the currents. Da-da-da. All right, wait. Of course, it's going to be cold at the bottom of the ocean. It's like a bath. The water at the bottom's always cooler than the water at the top. All right, so the bottom of the ocean would be colder than it is at the surface. It's not only the okay. These are the currents that he was talking about. What's more, these currents are always interconnected somehow, and I don't just mean splitting off to the east and west or coming back together again. There are currents rising up to higher levels or drilling deeper down, all connected together like some kind of drag. Was it? Oh yeah, this was Fishman. Okay, I'm like I'm rewatching Fishman Island, so I'm like I feel like I just literally heard Frankie say this in the anime. I did. This is when they're going down through Fishman Island. Okay, surface currents interconnect into deep water currents. Got it. These interconnected currents flow unbroken through the seas of the entire world. Got it. Okay. Okay. Fair. I remember that. And what else did he drop? He put the GIF of the spiral and the helix type of situation. Okay. Willa Dreams. Just in time, my friend. Howdy. I'm reading your timepiece theory. And then he dropped the red line. And yeah, okay. Grand line. Got it. The void century could literally be the missing 100 years. Wait. Let me read it. I cannot read. Wow. Torus shape. That's what it was. I said helix. You know, I'm smart sometimes, but I'm dumb a lot of times. It's clearly not a helix. The void century could literally be the missing 100 years. Have been stuck on hold / repeat. The One Piece world could be repeating this for 800 to 900 years, having their memories erased like Sugar's devil fruit in Dressrosa. The time could be controlled by Imu by harnessing the Neuroma photons that Foxy uses. He can create them, but it's implied they naturally exist. It seems the Calm Belt has had time slowed on it, while the Grand Line has it sped up. Woo, I gotta reread it again. It sounds like you're cooking. It does sound like you're cooking. The Grand Line makes a Torus shape or infinity symbol. No, I appreciate it. I sometimes I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I'm smart. Every 100 years it restarts. Okay. Interesting. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So the void century is happening over and over again. Okay, so you're saying we're in a time loop. Interesting. I mean, I guess that could make sense because we know that things are going like it could make sense in a way. I just need you to explain it a little bit more to me. But I can kind of see where you're going because we know that history repeats itself in One Piece and it uses different characters to do it every single time. So I can see where you're going. But man, this is like some Inception level type theorizing. I'm trying to track. Memories are forgotten every time. Okay. Man, then this is some Inception level theories. Okay. Brainwaves and electrical signals. Brainwave. I cannot read. I apologize. I just can't freaking read. Brainwaves are electrical signals. The body's aura, electrical. Wow. Brainwaves are electrical signals. The body's aura, electromagnetic field. An EMP blast could knock people out and erase memories like Conqueror's Hockey, but in a mass scale like a nuclear bomb. No, you're not. You're good. You're good, Will. Interesting. Yeah, no, I got you. Nuclear. Yes, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So are you saying that a nuke, or are you saying an EMP blast happens every 100 years? Because I know you said they forget their memories. Well, so I guess they don't necessarily have to make it up. I kind of see where Will is trying to go with it. It's just the only person that remembers it, or the only people that remember it, are, like freaking Emu and the Gorosei, and now Roger and his crew. Okay. Basically, the planet has a liquid iron core, which might relate to liquor iron ore that spins. This spinning metal liquid causes an electromagnetic field surrounding the Earth, basically a force field that stops cosmic radiation from hitting us. At times, it weakens, especially at the poles, causing aurora borealis effects like a rainbow. Fully, what up?
What's up, man?
If one could harness or control this power, hold on, let me turn the music off. 1 second. There we go. If one could harness or control this power using it, they may be able to terraform the planet or use the electromagnetic waves to influence people's minds, like reading them. And Nell/Viola, telepathy, okay? Like the Den Den Mushi, mind/will/suppression/control, like Conqueror's Hockey. Sugar or pudding's fruit, like forgetting or rewriting memories. They could even affect what people see. Light photons are a part of the One Piece world. So holograms, illusions, shadows, images, mirages can be created. I mean, I like it. I will say, I just wonder. Here's my thing. Does Emu have access to every fruit? That's kind of what I want to know. Because if Emu does have access to every fruit, then Emu should have access and this is in support of your theory, by the way, Will. If Emu has access to every fruit, then Emu should have access to Pudding's fruit. Or excuse me, not fruit. All right, well, not her. I guess no, that's not even a fruit. That's her ability with her eye.
Yeah,
Sorry. That's her ability with her eye.
Yeah,
sorry.
You messed me up for a second. I was like,
no, my bad. I'm just thinking if there was some way, right, that Emu could have that ability that Pudding has in some type of, if there's a fruit that exists to where Emu could literally just dig into the earth and just pull out the freaking memories of everyone on the planet and just snip it and then freaking be done. All right, fair enough. That would be the awakening of like Pudding's ability, technically. What's going on, Za?
What up?
yo.
I don't know. I just wonder. What's your thoughts, Foley?
I mean, like, okay. I guess for like Emu to reset Emu to like reset everyone's memory, I'm not really against that really because we haven't seen anyone that has lived through that time, and we have seen a lot of like old age with like other what else being Elbath. We have seen a lot of like old age, and even with that, we haven't seen anyone who has lived through that time yet. Because still don't know about the bird. I'm still shady.
Oh, Biblo?
Yeah, Biblo. Biblo might be a little bit of like our intro into that. So I'm not opposed to it. It's just that, like, I feel like if Emu had that ability, there wouldn't be a whole. I don't know if there. No. I see where I really do see where 3D coming from because like if Emu did have that ability, there still would be a void century because there will still be evidence of it, like how we have evidence of it now. So,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. We don't have anyone that no grandfathers passed down like a story. No one knows anything at all. Like, you gotta think about it. Unless you literally just genocide everyone that's on the planet at that time, how the only logical thing would be that there would have to be a mind wipe, or at least everyone would have to forget for none of that stuff to get out.
I think it would be like have to be like a great genocide or like a great plague, like we have had, like, to use a real world like example. It could be like the Black Plague, like it literally took out like 75% to 80% of like our population. We might be in a One Piece world where we're living with the 20% of that population that survived. Those 20 kingdoms or 10 kingdoms or whatnot that signed up with Emu, the rest of them were wiped out. We might be like dealing with that in a sense of like that's why history is so obscured.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I don't know. That's something I've always wondered. Like nobody, not one person. A mind wipe, I'm not against it.
I'm not against it at all.
I don't know fully if this cycle repeats every 100 years. I'd really have to think about that. I guess I can kind of see that because, like I said, we know that history repeats itself every time in One Piece. So it's like, okay. But then I would need to understand, because we have Dr. Kureha who's alive.
Yeah,
she's over 100. Giants are over 100. So I guess my question for you, Will, would be how do they play into this? I mean, granted, they don't know the Void Century information, but how do the people that live over 100 years play into the theory if it resets every 100? Yeah. Let me keep reading. Let's see. The Einstein-Rosen bridge, also known as A wormhole is a theoretical concept in general relativity proposed by Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen, suggesting a tunnel through space-time that could connect two distant points in the universe. These bridges, while mathematically possible within the framework of general relativity, are not known to exist in reality and are considered highly unstable. Okay. Here's a more detailed explanation. Mathematical concept. Einstein and Rosen proposed the existence of these bridges as a way back to address singularities, points of infinite density in black holes predicted by general relativity. First off, shout out to Will, because the fact that you know all this is actually pretty freaking insane. I'm familiar with this, but the fact that you are, what do you say?
That bet will watch Star Trek.
Oh, he'd have to. You would have to. You would have to. In theory, a wormhole could act as a shortcut, allowing travel between 2 points that would otherwise be far apart in space. Current understanding suggests that wormholes are extremely unstable and they would likely collapse before anything could pass through them. Okay. Let's see. To keep a wormhole open, okay. Exotic matter with negative mass. Okay, got you. Okay. Hold on. Okay, he's giving. Goodness.
Oh yeah, it's a thick one.
Okay. Wait, hold on. This last one. I'm also thinking the previous awakened user of Gunko's arrow fruit might have created the dragon current and the Grand Line, making it permanent, like Innie's Lobby, Punk Hazard, Long Ring Longland, and Rygon Island. I think that's something that we speculated on here as well. That currents could have been made out of Gunko's arrow fruit.
Yeah, that's something I heard you and you could bring up before.
Interesting. He said, I watch a lot of sci-fi, fantasy, and science. Yeah, makes sense. All right, let me see. A lot of people may be based on a karmic cycle of reincarnation until Luffy can break it. So then that would mean that Joy Boy might have been reincarnated in your theory, which Nika hates that, but I give some credence to that because of what we're starting to see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. But everyone would okay, so I don't know. I would just have to see. You got to tell. No one would believe them. Hold on. So they have to come up with a task to show them the truth, like Roger challenging them to go to look for Laftel themselves. Oh, to break the cycle. Okay. Joy Boy might have started the time loop to save the world until Luffy can win for him. I mean, I guess that could be why Roger said he's too early. Man, that would be. I like the theory. I can't even dispute it. I just think, man, Oda would be in his bag, deep in his bag for that theory. What's up, Benz?
That's good, man.
I mean, he's already talking so much history. I wouldn't be surprised if Oda's doing this right now.
I don't mind the karmatic, loop and whatnot. I don't mind the karmatic loop, I don't mind that. Reincarnation though, I hate it so much. I just don't want that in One Piece at all. I don't want Joy Boy to be reincarnated. I'm just one of those that's just like, I don't need none of that, man.
I mean, they are kind of hinting to it. They keep saying he's the reincarnation of Joy Boy, man. What if they actually mean it?
I don't want that, man. I just don't. I'm cool with him being like the epithet type. You know what I mean? Like inheriting the will. I'm fine with inheriting will. That's the whole thing about One Piece. Like we have
Mhm.
seen like wills being inherited. You know what I mean? Like it might be interpreted a different way with wills being inherited. Like, and we've seen that being passed down from to generations and whatnot.
Yeah.
But straight up, like, nah, I am this person again. I just can't. I just can't.
That's so much Naruto. I'm kind of with Fully on that. That's just that Astra Ender thing
Yeah,
that kind of killed everyone for
Naruto.
reincarnation.
Yeah, Naruto killed it because he did it multiple times with the first Hokage being a reincarnation, Sasuke and Naruto being a reincarnation, and just like
Yeah.
so every time a new generation happens, they reincarnate. And so it's just like I don't want that from One Piece because Oda is forever Kishimoto. Don't do what your friend did.
Hey man, look, the signs are there, man. We're gonna be sharing Gear 5 coats with the
I'm
crew.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want that. I see
Hey
that.
man,
I'd be
No.
more fine with that than him being like, "Oh yeah, I'm a reincarnation." I think Luffy would be more pissed than I would.
yeah, he would. He would. He definitely would. What's your thoughts, Ben?
Reincarnation.
Yeah.
It depends on how they do it. I think it very like depends heavily on how they do it. Like if it's like there's two ways that it's really really bad.
Okay.
One way is like somehow some way, not saying this is possible, or like knowing Oda, he might do some wacky shit. Let's say Luffy's just here, and then like they do some like Dragon Ball Oob like boo shit. I don't want that. That's just horrible.
No, please.
That
no.
would be very, very bad.
Oh,
That would be
was so
horrible
trash, bro.
reincarnation.
That was
I
so trash.
forgot about the way they did that. That
Yeah.
was really bad.
Oh
You gotta
god.
break it. I'm not a Dragon Ball watcher.
Basically,
so
so
you
what
gotta break
happened is Vegeta and Goku getting their ass beat by
Ugh.
Boo, right? Kid Boo. And so they defeated him. Blah, blah, blah happens, and he reincarnates. His name goes from Boo to an Indian dude named Oob, and he's like a good guy because Kid Boo is really, really bad. I'm giving you like a super vague, non-descriptive way. So it sounds tricky, but I can't really get too deep in it. Basically, he went from a bad guy to a really good guy, and he's a kid now because he's reincarnated. And basically, they not saying they do it now, but they try to make sure he stays on that good path, and he's like on Earth, just fighting like at tournaments and stuff like that. I just don't want it to be like, okay, Joy Boy died, regardless if he was a good guy or a bad guy, because I know some people, like, I don't know where they come from, but they think Emu's actually the good person in this, and that actually Joy Boy was the bad person, and that's why they had to team up to defeat him. There's some people who believe this. I don't believe in that. And basically, if that happened, Joy Boy comes back as like an evil guy, as like an evil version, and he's like, I'm not saying it's gonna be like Boo and Oob, like where he would just be like Boy Joy, but like I just don't want nothing to be like that.
Oh.
And then another really bad one that I don't think it would really work if they did like not like Naruto. It's like oh my god, what's the anime? I'm trying to think of the anime. They did a really bad reincarnation. I can't think of it on top. But basically, like, it would be really bad if they were to make reincarnation happen and all three would be there together. Because, like, Naruto was kind of like, it was bad, but it was, like, a little bit more understandable because it's like Ashura and Indra, they died, and then it, like, continues going forward, dating all the way back from, like, Hagoromo. It goes all the way down to Naruto and Sasuke, which is fine because that's like the I guess you could say the lineage. I just would hate it if we get like Luffy, Joy Boy, Nika, all three together in the same time period fighting together type of reincarnation. I would absolutely hate that because then like that whole Luffy never wins a fight by himself would go through the roof with stocks.
Yep. Yep.
You're telling me Luffy needed Nika and Joy Boy to beat Emu? He can't do it by himself. That would literally be the whole discussion until One Piece is done.
I mean, he didn't beat Kaido by himself, so I kind of get it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but this is like 10 times worse.
This be, yeah, I get it.
That would be 10 times worse. Bro, I did not. Bro, do you know how, like, Reed, do you know how long of a fight that would be? If
Yeah.
Emu has to fight all three forms of that, that would be 100 chapters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be longer than the Kaido fight for sure. What's going on here, boys? Okay. Well, what if we just have a? Zah, you're gonna hate it, so I already know your opinion. But we could get like a Deku type situation where they fight through him.
Basically, what I was saying with the fruit.
Joy Boy through the fruit. Yes, through the fruit, but
Yes.
not with him. It's just through the fruit.
Yes, that's what I said last week with my how I think about the fruit.
Yeah, let's do the
Yeah.
fruit.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The way you feel about before bands about how Luffy doesn't want to fight by himself, I feel like I'll play into that of like, so this whole time he wasn't doing it by himself, So when he fought Kaido, that was the only time he did it by himself, and then when he hit fifth gear, everybody else supported him and whatnot. I feel like that'll be that conversation.
2v1.
Yeah, I feel like people were like, I was 2v1. Like he had Joy Boy or he had Nika with him, and they jumped like Kaido. And I just wanted.
Hey, you're saying it. I'm not saying it. You're saying it. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I plead the fifth, like Fauci said. I plead the fifth, man. Nah, but
Hey.
okay, this is the only way in my head reincarnation can work. Right? If somehow, some way, wait, y'all all like finish Naruto like beginning to end, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have to read. Have you finished Naruto?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah.
Okay. This is the only way I think it will work. And I don't even think this classifies as reincarnation. So, like, if anybody corrects me, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. The only thing I'll allow is if, like, you have, like, a combination of, like, MHA, where it's, like, you have, like, the fourth power, the third power, the second power, the first power, right? Within, for Deku. And then you kind of get, like, a mixture of, like, kind of like what I said. How, like, Oda could poetically encompass all three by forms. So, like, base Luffy is Luffy, Gear 5 is Joy Boy, and then when he awakens, which I think it's, his full Zoan form, is Nika. So you encompass all three of that. But then you could, like, do something along the lines of, like, because, like, Toon Force is, like, essentially, like, you could basically say it's limitless because there's no like border or like limit to Toon Force.
Yeah.
You could do it where it's like, because this is how I'm viewing it, right? Every single time he goes into Gear 5, there's always some random NPC that comes out of nowhere and be like, oh, he looks like Joy Boy when he does this. Like, imagine if like he does an attack and Emu's like, damn, that's what Nika hit me back in the day with, or Joy Boy hit me with that back in the day. And then we find out like he's like actually having like the randomness of him naming attacks like parallels to like the old name attacks that he did. So it's kind of like Deku. Whereas when he uses what is it, the oh my god, the Black Whip, whatever, when he uses that, and then he uses all the other abilities and they reference it to the past users, you could kind of do it like that, where he like encompasses all three, but then he uses attacks that they used to use. Like, for some odd reason, like, Dawn Gatlin, we come to find out that's, like, Joy Boy's attack. Then, like, when he awakens fully into that, like, Nika form, he does, like, some sort of, like, I don't know, he turns into a dragon. Like, oh, damn, that's what Nika used to do back in the day. I think that would be, like, some cool reincarnation-esque type thing.
Yeah. Well, Oda, first off, has to give us something on Nika. Like, I mean, we're going to have to get a whole nother flashback.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might be mad at me for saying this. I don't think we get a full, like a 100% full solo Joy Boy Nika flashback.
You said you don't want it.
I don't think we're getting it
Why is that?
because one, this sounds very selfish how I'm saying this. This is Luffy's story. Like the main character is Luffy. Yes, he's paralleled and he's connected to Joy Boy and Nika. But I think the whole point of him having parallels to Nika and Joy Boy, I don't think we need to see what Luffy did in Water 7 be compared to 800 years ago when Nika did that at the exact same way, but just in a different scenario. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know when Roger does the whole this animation, and then we
Yeah.
come to find out Luffy does the exact same thing.
Yep.
I don't think we need a whole flashback of him just mimicking and copying the same things he did. I think like if we were to get like some sort of history, I think it would be more tied to him fighting Emu and that whole 20 kingdoms versus the ancient kingdom. But like you're telling me like a whole like when Nika was born, as a kid, as a teenager, as a adult, all the way up. I don't.
No, I don't think we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
That's
waiting
fair.
for Rocks, and I know people were really hyped and waiting for Rocks and whatnot, and we didn't get kid Rocks, teenage Rocks and whatnot. We got straight adult with the crew, like, or at least adult about to make the crew. We got the whole him doing Dave backs and all that. So yeah, I think you're very right about that. We're not gonna get full backstory of Nika.
Yeah. I think he's gonna hit you with what like the meat in the middle. I think he wants you to literally get the most important stuff because he knows. But honestly, Oda could make a whole new show of just Joy Boy's history. That would literally be like a 5-season show. That could be over 100 chapters if he really wanted to.
Yeah, he could. Well, depending on what he does in the Void Century, though. Because if it's just a love story, he can't go too far.
I don't think it's a full love story. I think it's more of like Nika to me, because this is the rabbit hole I've been going down, right? Because I've been talking to you guys less and less because I've been busy, but I'd be like just walking at work or just doing my schoolwork, just thinking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm starting to think there has to be somebody that's a blacksmith or a forger. There had to be somebody. There had to be someone that can mythically make weapons that stay here without the user dying. Because, like, if you think about it, right? Let's say Emu creates something. It probably, not saying it's 100%, but he would probably die and then that weapon would cease to exist. Okay. It's like kind of like Joy Boy. Like, if Joy Boy or Luffy, he makes some sort of Toon Force bat. Once he dies, that probably goes away. You know what I mean? Because, like, the fruit no longer is staying there. It's not like a, you know what I mean, like a Logia type of awakening where everything is, like, left like that.
Yeah.
It should, but it probably goes away. I think there had to be some sort of, like, blacksmith back in the day. Like, some sort of legendary blacksmith who probably made these family weapons, these family swords, and then probably matched it with omens or Maki. And it sits there. And then we come to find out, like, Emu, Joy Boy, or Nika, or whatever, was probably all brothers with the third person, or regardless if you think it's Dozan or not. And they probably just split, like, somewhere down the middle. And then they all hated each other. I
would give that credence. I just need to know if you think that Big Mom is dead or alive.
See,
because her items are still very much.
I think Big Mom. This is what I'll say to it. I think for sure Kaido's dead. I think Big Mom is alive, and the reason why is because of what happened to Big Mom makes me believe she's more likely to survive. Also, because of how her ability works and who she is, she would probably be more likely to survive falling into a volcano than Kaido.
If she fell into the volcano.
If she fell. But nonetheless, there's so many variables with her. Like, for all we know, like, You know what I mean? Like Perospero could have just pulled up last second, grabbed her out of there. You know what I mean? Like one of her random kids could have pulled up,
Yep.
or one of her homies literally could have just saved her. Yeah, Prometheus could have just like yanked her out the way, or she could have did some like, you know what I mean? Like some some crazy shit, like where she knows she's about to die, so she literally, I kid you not, and Fully might like this. What if she literally knows she's about to fall, and she goes into like either the volcano or not, and she uses all her life force that she absorbed, and she uses it all, like 100% capacity, just to save her from that incident. So she's like 1 HP, and she comes out like skinny as fuck, and she's like comes back to Charlotte. Like Charlotte is here now. Like we get like a good big mom. We get one that helps, like the one that ate the red bean soup and helped Otama. Like that's the new big mom we get. She like goes through a lot of like memory shit.
I want Big Mom to be evil, but I like where you're going.
I just want to know what's going on with Big Mom, and I need to know what's going on with this Yonko crew fleet.
Yeah.
They got no captain right now.
What you mean, Katakuri?
I want to hear that they're Katakuri pirates now. You know what I'm saying? I need that kind of like news. I need that big news Morgan paper talking about that.
Well, it's kind of hard because don't they have to confirm death first?
Yeah.
That's you see what I'm saying? Like I need some confirmation of things.
I'm telling you, man, that Beaver card is not burnt up. That means she's still alive.
The only way we get it is Pudding. I think Pudding has to confirm it for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one that literally will most likely go and confirm it.
Zeus can
Also-
confirm it.
Yeah, but who's Zeus gonna go? Like Zeus is not gonna go to Morgan's and tell the whole world.
No, Zeus could just tell us. He should
Like
be able
through
to
a narrator?
or just like a comment. I don't know, like
Hmm.
like he should be able. I mean, he's made of her soul, so if she no longer is alive, he could just throw a quick comment out there about it. Like, hey, I haven't felt her soul since we left Wano.
I don't know though. Nami be having him scared. He probably not even thinking about that.
I mean, I would have expected him to say that when they were talking about Big Mom at the beginning of Hellbound. You know, that was a good time, but he didn't make mention to it. But
Yeah,
I think
but
he'd be a perfect-
Oda could do that thing where it's like Zeus is just stupid. Yeah, I mean, like Oda could just be like, "Oh yeah, Zeus is just clueless. He's just a stupid type of character."
he could.
Yeah.
He could. This is true.
They they're leaving it too ambiguous with this one.
Yeah.
But I think this one's like on purpose. I don't think it's like
I know. Mhm.
like a Kinemon type of thing where it's like
No,
you got
God,
some like
please, they should've killed
default plan C. I really think, I kid you not. How do I say this? I really think Oda wanted Kinemon to die, but then he probably had like a moment where he was like, "Nah, I kind of need him for the plot."
all of them needed to die, bro. Like all the Akazaya 9 could have died, and we would be all right. We'd be okay. We'd be okay.
Yeah.
Nah, man. My goat, Ashura Doji.
No,
Sure.
he got
Reason.
killed for no reason. Now I'm upset that he got killed.
Yep.
You should have taken Kiku. That's who needed to die. Kiku needed
Facts.
to die.
Ashura Doji deserved to live, bro. He didn't even want to do that in the first place. It's Kinemon's fault. Kinemon raided Bro's village to get him to be mad enough to go. Man, he set all that up and then got him killed. Nah, bro.
Nah, Kinemon, Kiku, y'all don't deserve to live, bro. Y'all don't deserve to live.
Seppuku.
Y'all want to hear a hot take? I
What's up?
actually think it should have been, and I get it because like Oda wanted to make him a stand-up guy, a good guy. I actually think the Scabbard should have died and Toki should have sent Oda into the future.
The Scabbard should have died. Odin go to the future.
Yeah. Like plot wise for me, I think that would have been way better as a story.
Okay.
Because
I feel
then
like But then that would take away from Luffy and Kaido's moment. What is Oden?
No,
How
no,
does
no.
he?
This is the reason why, right? By doing so, you keep oh my god, my mind is blanking. You keep what's his face still alive, Mr. Backdoor. What's his name? The one that works with Orochi. Oh my god, why can't I think of his name?
Wait, are you talking? Wait.
You keep him still alive. The one with the red hair, the one that he does the play and everything like that.
Oh, Conjuro.
Yeah, Conjuro. You keep him alive, right?
Oh,
You keep him
okay.
alive, right? So then he and then Orochi is still the enemy, and then when you have the whole built up, like I'm talking about, like forget all about Dressrosa, right? Because if you do that, you have like Odin with Momonosuke the whole time through Punk Hazard and Dressrosa.
Right.
You get to Wano, right? You have Odin. You have Odin deal with Orochi and him, and then when we get to Roof Piece, right? When we get to Roof Piece, you literally have Odin help with with I don't want to say king or queen because I don't want to take away from Sanji and Zoro, but I think you have Odin become like you have him become like like an old advisor. And then on top of that, I think that's beneficial because then you help with Zoro prior to King. Like he'll be the one that gives Enma to him. He's like, yo,
I
my time is up. You're the next one in line. You guys are the next one in line. Here's Enma. Take it from me. He kind of helps him. He kind of guides him with using it. And then on top of that, he has like a sentimental moment with probably, Luffy and be like, yo, I let my friends die. Don't be like me and let my friends die. And then he could have like a flashback of like when he's at like Sabaody where he almost let all his friends die. And then
bro,
that kind of gives him some crazy shit.
that would destroy Odin's character, bro. Not
I
gonna
don't
lie to
think
you,
so.
because he that fight, like, okay, that whole thing with Odin would have happened like within a week for him when he gets back to Wano.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I'm all hands when I get back. I'm not training nobody. I'm not recruiting. I'm going straight back to where we left off. So if he takes the back seat and doesn't go to fight freaking Kaido right then and there, no, negative. I would hate that for Odin.
But this is the reason why I have pushback for that, right? I think that would be great because Oda always has the same theme. Somebody that used to be on Roger's Pirates or on Roger's crew helps Luffy in the future. So that would still follow that theme, even though he was only on his crew for momentarily. 2, you don't have him fight. You don't have him fight Kaido, but you just replace Yamato's fight with Odin. So you know how Yamato was holding it down for Luffy until he had to come back up?
Yeah.
You just replace that with Odin. So he tries to fight that again.
Oh, so
But
you're
obviously,
saying Odin just wouldn't be strong enough to hold his own at that point?
no, because of the simple fact of this, he would have to most likely spend a lot of energy having to deal with Orochi. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I know you guys will probably disagree with me. I think he equally hates Orochi as much as Kaido. I think if he gets there, I think he will go try to slime Orochi first because he knows.
He hates Orochimaru, yeah.
I think he will go slime Orochi first because he knows, like, yo, I'm not gonna have to go extreme diff for this dude. Let me go slime him out, and then you have him fight like one of the, like page 6, like you have him fighting against them, the Todoroki or whatever,
Yeah.
and you have him fight who's who or something, and then boom, you have him just keep on escalating, get Orochi out there, have him fight Kanjuro, have the whole sentimental thing, like, yo, like you really backdoored like the whole scabbards, like my whole crew. You're really working with this man. Because I feel like that would be a little bit more like you can't deny it, bro. It's different from when Kanjuro had to do the whole interaction with Denjiro and Kinemon. That's not gonna hit as hard as if he did that and he had to face Odin in that interaction. Because remember, Odin is the leader.
No, that's fair. But I still think that would just destroy his character, man. I'm not mad at where you're going.
Yeah.
I just feel like, and this is just my personal opinion. I'm not even saying I'm right. I would look at him. He's already painted in a bad light for him dancing around in the street and not going to fight Kaido. So then you come back after your friends die and you're not all about the fade. You're about letting Luffy run the fade for you.
But see, that's the thing. That's how it fits, though. My personal opinion, I don't think he tries to run back to fade and he starts dancing on the street because he knows that if he tries to do it again, they would be ready. And then on top of that, they would probably target Itoki and Momonosuke. They would probably go try to kill him.
Where would they meet? Let me ask you that. Where would Oden meet Luffy?
Like if he get, I don't think it's going to be like a 1-to-1 like Kinemon and Momonosuke.
Yeah.
I think it would probably be. It will probably be. I mean, I don't think it would be entirely crazy to say they could probably meet still in Zoe. You have to meet Zunisha.
It's fair.
Have him just hiding there.
No, that's not bad. Because then you would be there with
Dogstorm.
Oh yeah.
And they will definitely protect him.
What up, Alex?
Oh God, Alex. Yo.
I just think Oden didn't get proper treatment by Oda. I really think he should have got way more. Like, from my personal opinion, I think they just use Oden to just parallel the fight that he had with Luffy in his fight, and then just to give backstory for the Scabbards. I don't think they could have used them fully to what they like. The fact that, like, bro, you're telling me the fact that he could read poneglyphs and then he literally gets borrowed by Roger and we don't get to see any of that fully extent. We just see him just doing stupid shit with Gabon, almost eating some pies and blowing up, this and that, hanging out with Shanks and Buggy. We don't get to see no tough stuff other than, oh, wow, they pulled up on Whitebeard and then he gets nearly one-shotted by Roger and then he tries to fight back. Like, that's the only real cool stuff. You could have did so much more crazier extent.
Yeah, but the death, his death, I think it would have hit harder. It hit harder than the Scabbards would have because we wouldn't have cared about the Scabbards at the time. So it's like, okay, whatever.
But we don't. That's the thing. I think the Scabbards mean more to Oden than the Scabbards mean to Luffy. Like, if Oden were to, like, imagine this. Imagine Oden lost the Scabbards and he had to watch them in the melting pot. You don't think that would be some crazy bloodlusted Oden we would probably see?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Then he does some stupid irrational thought process and like, no, I have to go get my get back. Then that leads to him losing again. And then Toki's like, no, you went in there stupidly. You went in there with anger. You went in there with bloodlust. I'm going to send you in the future so you could just essentially sneak him. And then boom, we see him meet up with Luffy and them. And then he realizes like, yo, Toki was right. I'm going in here with too much revenge on my mind. Let me do this the right way. And then he's like, okay, Luffy's the one that's meant to be him. And then that also is perfect too, because remember this. Kaido says the only one that could defeat him is Joy Boy.
Yeah.
So you can't have Oden, like, no matter how many times you want Oden to beat him or fight him, it has to be Joy Boy. He would just lose inevitably.
I would be okay with that. If he ran back and then lost and died, like how Kinemon should have. Oh, no, that's not me. It's all me. Oh, me. Sorry. No, should have. He shouldn't have died. No, he should not have. The way that Kinemon almost died.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you could do it like that.
Yeah.
In that exact situation, that could be Oden there. And
he
loses. And then you still try to get your get back. You lose, and Luffy's like, all right, bro.
And it would be cool too because it would be understandable because he loses because now Big Mom is there.
See, like now I'm agreeing with you. I just don't agree that he should not get his back. He should try to run that fade as soon as he touches down in Wano. As soon as he hits the beach, where's the castle? I'm not doing no talking. That's it.
Yeah.
Not even doing no plan. Well, maybe the planning part. Maybe okay. I fine. If we're gonna do the 2 week planning thing, fine. But F all that talking.
All hands.
That's what it should be. I agree.
I don't know. I just think you could have just used them a lot more, man. I think Oda. I love Wano. Don't get me wrong, but Oda dropped the ball with a lot of things. He could have really milked out a lot of things out the way he should have did. Like,
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Fully?
On the whole Odin going back in time instead with scalpers. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it was just like the bloodlusted Odin. If we really did get that, like him touching down soon, he will run back. Luffy will be with him. They would just really have to play up for me to really like buy into it. Had to play up his connection with the Straw Hats. So when Kaido does like an AOE and almost like kills the Straw Hats, it makes Odin think, no, my scalpers are gone, but these are like Luffy scalpers. These are his friends. He's on his adventure. My time is, has gone and came and whatnot. I can't be so reckless. I'm feeling what Bev's throwing down. I was on just like, I would just need that bloodlust because I know Luffy will ride with him running straight. Like as soon as he touched down, he started running towards the castle. Luffy be with his ass. And like I would need that moment when Kaido was like dragging up and shot that Boro Blast. Luffy thought he lost his crew for a hot minute. I would need that moment, and I need that moment to shake both of them.
So, in this theory, you guys are basically saying Yamato doesn't exist. Now we're doing.
no, she exists, but I think it would be beautiful too, because then you erase the whole Yamato speaking about Odin's book to Momonosuke, and you have Odin probably laying on his back after he gets hit by like a combo attack or something, and he's just like staring at Luffy bouncing up and down in Gear 5, and he's like, okay, I went on this whole voyage with Roger. This is Joy Boy. And then we could see like some remnants of what he wrote in the book, and then like see like the prophecy. And then it would be also cool, like there could have been a moment, like let's say they don't meet up before the Wano fight. What if like Odin gets his ass beat so bad at Roof Piece, and he just looks at Zoro and is like, "Here, take Enma. You could do more with it than me."
I'll add on to it what he's saying. He could have been the one to block the Conqueror's the blow between from Kaido and Big Mom, and that's when he gives Emma to Zoro
Mm-hmm.
to work like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just want him to have more of a. You know what I mean? I don't want him dying in no damn pot.
Hey, come on! He went out like a thug.
No.
He has to be boy, bro. Wouldn't be Odin.
Odin wouldn't. Yeah, come on. He did the stance. Come on. But I get what you're trying to say. You just want a little bit more with Odin for a character they built up like that. I understand, but sometimes Oda does do really shitty things with some of his characters. But with me, with Odin, I don't want him to be around Momonosuke. I think Momonosuke needs to grow up on his own and either sink or swim. I don't like that's the only thing I don't want Odin around for.
But you said trauma breeds character, bro. Imagine
Yeah, his
Momonosuke
dad
seeing his
needs to
dad.
die.
But imagine grown up Momonosuke seeing his dad die.
I don't need grown up who almost looks like his father crying all the time, bro. Like he already cried when Luffy and them left. I don't need that shit anymore.
Yeah, but
I
that's
agree with you.
different
I just
though.
don't like Momonosuke. I just don't like Momonosuke. But I understand where you're coming from. I just can't.
I think
just
in this situation though, Zaz, Momo wouldn't cry because he would actually have went through 20 something years, 26 years in Wano. So he'd probably be a whole different guy.
maybe I get it. I understand. I just ugh.
Just disgusted by the idea of
You know,
Momo.
I'm just disgusted by Momonosuke. Like a lot of these One Piece kids just all suck, bro.
I
Wow.
mean,
Wow.
I mean, they all
You
don't suck, man.
you can't name me one really good kid in One Piece that you're like, you know, he doesn't do anything. He kind of gets it. Don't say
You don't
Toppo
like
because
Colin anymore?
yeah, he's all right.
What's wrong with Colin?
I said he's all right. I don't have a problem with him. He's all right.
Bonnie?
No. Because once she sees Kuma, she turns into a goddamn 6-year-old. I'm like, all right, we're okay.
Oh my
Come on,
god.
keep it moving.
You know what
She's a
she's supposed
kid
to do.
though.
Keep it
She's a
moving.
kid.
Keep it moving.
That's her
Yo,
daddy.
you can't be on the sea and be this rough pirate. And the minute you see your dad, you turn into no, get off my screen. Get off my scrreen.
Yeah,
Get
but all
off.
right. I don't want to sound sexist, but she is like a girl. You know what I mean? She's a little girl.
I treat all of them the same. It don't matter, girl or boy. Yo,
Wow.
stand up to it. This is why. Don't matter about that.
Wow.
Goddamn Kuma.
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
God. Kuma is
Yeah, kill Kuma, bro. Kill
Where
Kuma. Just-
where was this when Leaf Village got destroyed and Sakura was just sitting there, just holding her slugs?
I've never liked Sakura, so like I've never liked Sakura, so like
I'm not gonna
there's
slander
nothing.
Sakura around here.
Hold
Hold
on. Hold on.
She said I'm gonna throw a slug so he can attach to Luffy and that's it. Boom.
Bro,
I mean attach to Naruto and boom, that's it. My job is done.
Oh, you talking about the Great Ninja War?
Yes.
If I
Bro,
was
hold on. You can't. Okay, you're confusing two different moments. The Leaf Village getting blown up. Sakura did not have summonings. All right.
Yeah,
can
we're
blame
good.
Yeah. You can't blame that one.
Like you feel how you feel about Suru, fully. I feel that way about Sakura. Let's cut it. We're not doing that.
I'd have had salt all over the place, bro. Just throwing it out on
No,
the field.
Well, that's crazy.
All the damn slugs out of here. Be like, yo,
Hey man, look, Sakura is goated. She's not trash, and
I don't think she's goaded at all,
This
bro.
is-
I honestly think if you were to grab all the animes, her role, she should treat herself and act like Orihime. Orihime to me is the true support. Where she's like, no, you haven't like you gotta finish Bleach. Orihime is like a real support tank. She really get in the front lines, bro.
Naruto has a problem. They don't know how to write women. All of their women are freaking medical ninjas or back behind
Yeah,
the scenes people.
she's a healer. She, you
No,
know.
I'm not talking about Sakura. I'm just talking about Naruto women in general. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna slander Sakura.
Thank you.
I'm not. That ain't what we came here to do.
Thank you.
But like, bruh.
Thank you, bro. Hey, I protect Suru's name in here, bro. Just protect Saki's.
But like, I don't know, bro. Lady Tsunade, like, she really she set the bar and just Sakura for me. She just wasn't matching that energy. Not saying she didn't do anything useful.
Time, bro.
She just wasn't matching the energy.
She was one of the most important people in the final war.
I'm not
Period.
denying that. She just wasn't matching the energy.
I would say, hold on. Sakura has done other things.
She did something more impressive than Tsunade. Period.
Yeah, I'll
Ever
give her
did
that
in
over
the final
Tsunade.
war.
I get that. I'm not denying that. But like she
Why
didn't
did
have
not meet the bar?
she didn't have that 5 Kage versus Madara moment where she was like, yo, I'm really about to just up the
No.
fist on her.
I would
Bro.
say she fought. I would say in Shippuden, in Boruto, she had a whole little moment. Like Mom Sakura had a whole little moment.
We're using Boruto now. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You can't use Boruto.
No.
You can't use Boruto.
Sakura in general. All right, cool.
No, you
No.
can't use Boruto.
No, we're using
Use Boruto.
We're using Shippuden. Like when Lady Tsunade was right there, and Madara was being disrespectful to all the Kage. She was really up there in the front lines. Like, yo, I'm about to just up the fist on any of your Susanos. I'm about to fight
Yeah.
you, this and that. Sakura wasn't doing it like that.
Even Ino took over Madara's mind for a little bit to move the beam of the 10 tails. Shout out to Ino. Ino don't get enough credit.
Facts.
Ino did some shit.
Bruh,
She
Facts.
might have did a little bit more.
bruh.
Got no
Okay.
problem
Ino did
with-
more than Sakura.
No, Sakura did way more than.
No, we're not denying who did more.
not-
We're just
but
saying
see-
energy, the energy that they did.
Hold on, Sakura literally went up against a god.
Nah,
Like a
nah.
god.
She
Like,
was-
come
She
on,
was
like
being
that's
transported.
Bro,
She was
all
being
right.
transported. She
Bruh.
wasn't doing anything.
Wait.
bruh.
four
Nah,
people.
don't do that.
Only
Don't do that.
only
Don't
four
do that.
people awaken after
No.
Madara pulled his master plan and whatnot. Come on now, son.
Yo,
Like,
Fully,
Thank you, Mega Wars.
Fully,
Thank you,
Fully,
Mega Wars.
Fully. Why are we
Thank
being
you, Mega
oblivious?
Wars.
Like when Kaguya didn't take him to the outer dimension, like Sakura wasn't just putting her playing patty cake on Obito's back, just healing him the whole time, while freaking Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke wasn't going crazy.
I wasn't there. Tsunade was cut in half
bro,
off
this
of
is
regular
crazy.
Madara, not a
Facts.
Madara.
I don't like Tsunade, so I'm with you. on
Fact,
that
Sakura
one, but,
wasn't cut in half. I rest my case.
No.
Alright.
Tsunade, I've never liked Tsunade. I agree with Rhea and Fully on
Like,
that
come
one.
on now.
Yo, you can't disrespect Tsunade. She's a legendary Sanin, bro. She's tough like that, bro.
Yo, listen.
She's a legendary
outside of
cut in
really
half
Ro-
Sannin, bro.
Orochi,
That's it.
no, not even Orochimaru. Even Jiraiya, they all got clapped, bro. Like, what the fuck was they doing?
Bro, we can't
Orochimaru-
disrespect Orochimaru, bro.
Orochimaru's
I know,
doing parties now, bro.
I
What
know,
is
I
going
know.
on?
People think Orochimaru is like the Diddy of Naruto or whatever you want
I
to call
didn't
it.
even call him
Orochi.
that. I wasn't calling him
I'm
that.
not saying. I didn't say you. I said people.
Oh yeah.
But bro, people gotta put some respect on Orochimaru, bro. I don't think they win the war without Orochimaru. No bullshit.
I will
they
say
don't.
this,
But they don't win without
Orochimaru
Sakura
was the
either.
best
Let's just
teacher
say
out of
that.
the three.
Yes, but
Orochimaru's the best leader. He's the best teacher out of the three. He's the only
Yes.
one who got his protege ready.
Yeah. You don't have Sasuke in the final war without Orochimaru. I'm sorry to say
True.
that for y'all.
Very true.
That's
You
fine.
could disagree, but I really don't think Sasuke pulls up if it's not for Orochimaru. Orochimaru set up a whole Zoom meeting with the whole Hokages
Yep.
for Sasuke.
Look,
He was like, "Yo, you want Hashirama and Tobirama and all these to pull up? I got you.
Very
You
true.
can summon them."
I agree with you. I just want to make sure on the same page. Sakura's not trash. That's it. All
I'm
right,
not saying
so-
she's trash. She just doesn't
I
match
am.
that energy. Like it's cool. She does her healing. She got her 1,000,000 trillion
Wow.
slugs out there on the battlefield
Oh my
supporting.
God.
She helps bring Naruto back to life, essentially, or not bring her
That's
back to
not
life, but
important.
helps. I'm not saying these things are not important. I'm saying that's all cool, but it's just like okay. This is the perfect moment when the third Hokage was literally looking at Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura, and they all did their summoning jutsus, and we see literally them all three aura farming. Like she just looks like the odd one out. She just doesn't match it. She just doesn't match.
Like, bro. Oh my god.
You can't deny it. She doesn't match. Like you see Naruto with his arms crossed, sitting on Gamakichi. You see Sasuke on his summoning with his snake, and then you see just a slug with Sakura, and she's like, "Hi, I'm here." Like that shit doesn't
Bro.
match.
Yo,
This is so crazy.
Remember
man.
when she's like, remember when she finally comes up when Sasuke finally joins, and the three of them stand together. She's like, "I'm not gonna let you guys. I'm not gonna be here." I was like, "Oh, Sakura, hey, what are you doing?" No one took her seriously. I'm not trying to say she didn't have her moment, but it's just Sakura's been such a background character for her to just step up like that. It was kind of out of nowhere, and it's just like,
Yo,
'Cause, like,
this is
like, come on, Reed. Even in Shippuden, her biggest fight is against Sasori, and that's pretty much it. Like, I'm just saying, I got nothing against the girl, but the pink hair girl, and then it's like we didn't even see any of her fruits of her training. It's like, where'd you just get this power up from? Cool,
Hey, man.
you got it, but it is what it is.
Wait, Reed, can I ask you an honest question?
as long as it's honest.
If we did a hierarchy, right, from Team
Yeah.
7,
Yep.
is Sakura above Kakashi or no?
No.
So she's at the end. She's last.
Sure. Yeah, she's a support person. She's supposed to be at the bottom.
Now, if I say Bleach, Orihime is not at the bottom, and she's a support character.
Okay, I don't know yet. That's the thing. Right now, no, she is right now. Yeah, she is. She's not over anyone that went to the Soul Society. Absolutely not.
I'm just saying, Orihime is she's the epitome of what a support character should be. I think she really Sakura needs to take notes from Orihime. That's just my opinion.
Wow.
Orihime is like that, bro.
I mean, look, I agree and disagree at the same time. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let you cook. I got to read these comments. Okay, Alex, I'm about to read all your comments in a second. Rom in the building and Mega Migs in the building. What up?
Yo, Rob.
Both of you gents. I'm not reading your last comment, Rom. But I'm gonna read this one though. Sub gang just tuned in. What am I voting for? Is this the Naruto podcast? It is the Leaf Village podcast. And now it's back to the shop.
the Hidden Leaf podcast.
Yeah. It temporarily became the Hidden Leaf podcast. I had to just make sure that Vans was being consistent, and he was not. So either way, Mega Migs, what up, Mega Migs? All right, let me see. Not Odin. Wow, Alex says, "All praise be to God." Usopp. Why are we talking loud on Orochi like he wasn't bullying Hiyori and forcing Denjiro into submission for years? I agree. I don't think. Wait, who was talking down on him? None of us were.
Who?
Down on Orochi.
No, I just said that Odin. I think Odin hates Orochi more than Kaido. That's all I said.
Yeah. No. Odin got great treatment, but so did Yasui and Harold and Neptune and Nico, Ovia and Puffing Tom. Yasui got shot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like what am I missing here, bro?
Yasui had a good speech. I think that's where he's trying to get it. That's all I got.
Yasui got bad treatment. I mean, he went out on a great note.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. Odin was a hero, and I would hate to see him die a scoundrel that needed Luffy's help.
Yo, Fully, you messing with it?
Hold on, we can't even see it. Wow.
Just had to show it off, man. Shout out to Spider-Man, top one.
Oh God. Odin was a man. He didn't need no plan. Same reason he didn't need to call in reinforcements. Yeah. He lost though.
And yep.
Wouldn't Momo have more trauma from his dad and family falling apart as a kid? That's for you, Zah.
I don't give a fuck where his trauma comes from, as long as he got trauma. But apparently, he didn't build his character. Where his trauma comes from?
No, but that would give him the trauma you're wanting, though.
Yeah, listen, whatever he gets his trauma from, bro, like I'm okay with it. Just I don't need to see him crying. I don't need to see him doing any of that type of stuff. You could. That's one of the things they could background. Like I'd be okay with. Like if you have Odin there and you have that, you off screen that, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Wait, Reek, are you allowed to on YouTube? Can you show last episode with Loki's attack on a tree?
I thought about that. I feel like Crunchyroll would have an issue with that. If I could find
Crunchyroll's kind of rude.
Crunchyroll would definitely copyright me because I play things for 10 seconds on YouTube and they copyright me.
Damn it!
I want to. I really thought about pulling it up.
That shit's so beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm sure the only ones I can find are on the Crunchyroll channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I can, but then they're gonna hit me with some type of something.
MCA copyright.
Yeah,
Some shit. Crunchyroll fake, man. They used to be a pirating website. Now they got all this money. They became big, and now they just hating on the little bros. It's crazy.
Hey man, shout out to Crunchy. Let's see. She knew her place. was the Wi-Fi for the whole army.
That is facts.
Yeah.
That is facts.
Okay, word. Yeah, I'm not reading that comment, Rom, because you don't mean it. Rest in peace, Yasui. He was a great man. True. Orochi had me clenching my fist throughout the arc. He was a POS in the manga, but once they brought him to life in the anime, I genuinely hated him. I was actually okay with Orochi.
Yeah, Orochi did his part.
You're supposed to hate Orochi. He's a rage
Yep.
baiter. Like you're
Yep.
supposed to hate him. So like that comment, Rom, they're like he did his job.
Yeah, he was like an advanced version of Spandam. Like he made like the way we hated Spandam, he just took it to another level.
I just don't. I personally, I don't understand the hate for Orochi. He was a hardworking. He was a hardworking brother that got out the mud. People
You
just don't
call
like
him a brother?
I don't know what the brother is. I don't know about that.
He's a hard-working brother, huh?
get out the mud. You know what I'm saying?
He's a
Yo.
YN, bro. It ain't getting nothing out no mud.
Man, he got out the mud. He seen an opportunity. He called his cousin up. Him and his cousin back door. His OG. That's how. I mean,
He ain't really back though the OG though. That was the old freaking grandpa. And it's like, all right. Do
Yeah,
it to
he
older
kind of
and I
understood where
respect
he
it.
was coming from. Like he was racially profiled by and discriminated against by the people of Wano.
Nah, that
And
was no. He was Orochi's OG. Orochi Oden used to give him money and shit. Like legit. That was his OG. He spun on his OG. He pushed Shiesty Gucci.
he did.
But
He did.
but
That's what he
Kezi,
did.
is
Yeah, that was
Orochi a
why
brother
Oden
though?
wasn't
That's
there,
the
though.
question though. Is Orochi a brother though?
Is he a brother?
Yeah, is he a brother? Like Foley just said.
Nah, he from Wano. He Japanese. He's just a darker tinted Japanese man. He from Wano.
He's a
That's a
young Jap,
Japanese man.
bro.
He from the
YJ.
Yeah.
slums. You know why?
He's a YJ, bro.
He a YS man, young samurai man.
You know, from right.
He ain't a samurai. I can't call him a samurai, but where he young. He was young and ugly.
Young Jap.
Yeah, young Jap.
Yeah.
He's Wano. He's Wano Blackbeard, bro.
Okay.
It's the same thing because the Kazumi clan is Davy clan. Same story.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The same treatment. I ain't gonna say same story, but same treatment.
Word. Did you? I was curious to get your take on this theory, but you probably didn't. I don't know if you heard it. I'll
Which
summarize
one?
it. This one I read last. I can quickly summarize it.
Okay.
He was saying that. Oh, I hope I don't mess this up. He was okay. Well, first he was speculating that there's another dimension that Emu can tap into, which is something we've talked about with like the abyss and there being like a parallel area dimension type thing. So I already agree with that.
Right.
He also said that he believes that the Void Century basically repeats. Like, okay, oh, God, Will. He basically was saying that he believed that the Void Century repeated like every 100 years, essentially. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. And that like basically people kind of got reincarnated like from the Void Century, and it continues to happen over and over again. And people just basically either die or forget what happens like every time it repeats.
Why?
Why? I don't know. He's in the chat. I'll
The
answer
theory,
that.
yeah, why?
He said the Void Century on a time loop.
Why?
Yeah.
Are you
I'll let him answer.
wait? Will of Dreams? Are you basically saying One Piece right now is like Tenet from Christopher Nolan? Like everything is just like in a loop, and it's just like the stuff that hasn't happened yet will happen because we see it from the past and it's going to the future. Like that's why it's a loop. Just say yes or no, Will of Dreams, if you get what I'm saying.
Um,
I
but
don't
granted,
agree for the first part. I mean, I don't agree. I don't think it's in a time loop. I do think history repeats itself. That's the most of the time loop you're gonna get. I don't agree, and mainly due to bias. I don't. It doesn't make full sense to me. One and two, I wouldn't like that.
Oh, he said because Emu has frozen time to stay alive.
I
Emu
know of a
freezes time.
similar. I know of a similar theory, and it stems from Foxy's fruit about how the Void Century was like it was slowed down, like the that 100 years was awesome. It's a whole theory from like 5 years ago, but basically a similar theory. Emu basically being the cause of it and all types of stuff. Don't agree though. Don't agree. Didn't agree with that one either. Thought that was interesting though, but this sounds interesting, but I don't think it's a time loop. I
man,
don't
you
think
gotta
it's a
ask
loop.
him your question again.
Oh, Will of Dreams. If you ever watched Tenet by Christopher Nolan, the one with Robert Pattinson, and Denzel Washington's son, is it like that, or it's like the time loop is happening, and we're seeing it basically in time, and it's like replicating what happened in the past, and that's why it's a loop? That's because it sounds like, you know what I mean, like the time is revolving. Because like if it's a time loop and it's happened every 100 years, it's like everything has to fall in order, just with different characters to fit that puzzle.
Will it Dream, when you get a chance, if you ever see me in the Discord, hop in there, and I would love to hear you like explain it. Because 9 times out of 10, when people write down the theories, especially theories like these, I'm not gonna agree just off reading it. I need you to actually like walk me down your thought process. That's the only way I'm probably gonna get a theory like this. Because when I hear stuff like this, anything time wise, I'm already like, nah, I'm not trying to touch nothing with time right now. So I don't agree, but I'm always open to hearing somebody explain their thoughts. So
Word,
unbiasedly.
word.
Oh, Will of Dreams, go see it. It's on HBO Max. Go see it. I think you'll understand. It'll be tough if you watch it. I hope. I do like his I do like the part where he's talking about like there's like I think Foley knows what I'm talking about because he reads a lot of these type of stuff. What's the
I
quote?
agree. I agree with his dimension thing, the abyss, like how Reese said earlier. I agree with that at least in the theory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the damn, what's the quote? As above, so below.
yeah.
I do agree with that. That definitely is a possibility.
Word, word. Okay. Ron P's theory. I guess you guys have all you were tagging this. Oh,
Yeah.
Bands, Nika, y'all already read it. Okay, cool. What if Davy Jones was the first person Domi reversied? In chapter 1164, after Zebek gets Domi reversed and goes after Eris, Eris says, Zebek, you look just like, I believe she was about to say Davy Jones. In chapter 306, Robin tells Chopper about Davy Jones, possibly the founder of the Davy clan, who was cursed by a demon and is said to live at the bottom of the sea. I think he was Domi reversed by Emu, and him living at the bottom of the sea makes me think he may have been half fisherman, half human, allowing him to move freely on the ocean floor. In chapter 19, Buggy finds a map to a vast fortune sunken deep on the ocean floor. That makes me think Buggy found a map leading to Davy Jones' locker, which is the reason I believe Buggy is Zebek's second son. I also think he happened to find the map through fate, which is embodied by Shanks. Oh, I guess I forgot about the map. Is this the panel for that?
Yeah, he finds. Yeah.
Okay.
I like this theory. Wrong theory, by the way.
Hmm. You're a little pessimistic.
I'm inclined to agree with him actually,
Okay. Okay.
especially off of with the symbolism of like Davy Jones and Vander Decken. So something had to have happened to Davy Jones for him to not like be the one on the throne anymore. So what happened to him? We know Joy Boy lost, but we literally, as far as Davy Jones, he's literally said to be cursed by the sea, like by whatever the case may be. So Domi University, that makes a lot of sense. That could possibly be true because the Davy clan would have remembrance of of that moment happening to him, and
Mm.
she would have gained that knowledge on God Valley, and then seeing him, she would also been privy to his plan, and seeing him would have probably like put something there. I agree with this theory. I actually think um I think the whole taking two devil fruits thing, more than one devil fruit, I think that's a Davy clan thing, specifically for like people like the likes of Rocks, Blackbeard. I actually think I think Rocks probably wanted to get two devil fruits for himself actually. But
Mm.
we don't know too that's just me. That's just like I actually his sword was named Eclipse. I actually think the eclipse part of everything is required for if I had to pick two fruits to be the eclipse or be something to do with the eclipse, it would be Luffy's and Teach's fruit. That would be the eclipse. But
Interesting.
or that would be the portrayal of an eclipse through double fruits. But that's neither here nor there. But I agree with this theory though. It made me think a lot when I first read it.
That's
I
interesting.
I like this theory a lot because I've always been against the idea of these rules in regards to devil fruits. Like you can't eat more than one, you can't swim.
Yep.
So I've always been opposed to those. So I actually think it would be like quite nice if like the curse of not being able to swim due to eating a devil fruit is the reason behind it is probably because if you go into the water, you would sink all the way down to the abyss. And I think that would be kind of cool if Buggy finds a map to the sunken treasure at the bottom of the ocean and he goes into the water, he sinks all the way to the bottom because he can't swim and he ends up in the abyss and he finds that treasure and finds out about Davy Jones. I think that would be
Mm.
really cool.
Mm. I could dig it. I guess I just forgot about that panel.
Um, remember Shanks was trying to negotiate with him too. Another
Mm.
map as well. He loves his
Hmm.
maps.
Yeah, he
Very
does.
interesting. I guess I just totally forgot. I mean, that was early One Piece, so you know. Okay, cool. Like it. Good theory. Uh, the Hakuba of the. Actually, no, I gotta read this one because he told me. Did I read this already?
Yeah, he did. Boycott.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, another. Another One Piece theory. Loki can control Jormungandr. In chapter 1186's cover story, Loki is shown drawing Ida with a snake beside him. Let's not forget that Loki was born with snake eyes. He is also despises the weak. As a child, he bullied Rudin and his friends, calling them weaklings who were licking each other's wounds. Let's not forget that when Loki raided villages, he shouted, "This is Elbaf, the land of the mighty. The weak don't deserve to live." And let's not forget the children's nightmare. Jormungandr is a snake that brings an end to the weak. Now, I don't know the correlation between the foreshadowing, but maybe Loki has an innate power to control the real Jormungandr.
Do you understand how that's translated?
No, I'm gonna have to read it again.
Hellfire serpent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jormungandr was the world serpent. You know, had the tail. It was wrapped around the world, and then it let go of its own tail, Ragnarok starts and all that other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I disagree with this. I do think I do think the eyes are there for a reason. I just don't think Jormungandr is. I don't think he controls Hellfire Serpent because in the mural it has him fighting the Hellfire Serpent. So that's where I stand on that. But yeah, that's where I stand. I'll stop there.
Must be a Jormungandr. It brings an end to the week. Okay, I see the parallel of how Loki was talking. I swear I read these chapters, but I just forget these little moments in them. Guess hey.
Because in One Piece, every moment is important. You just don't know. We just don't know which moments to speculate highly on until like it's up to your personal interest or until you run into someone that's looking at something you're not looking at. So,
Hey,
So
I
we
just feel like I don't be
Judy,
reading.
we don't know what you're doing right now, bro. What are you doing?
Hey,
You
man.
getting beat up by a kid, like as a kid. Now you about to fight Nemo. It don't make no sense.
Hey, it's about to be his glow up, bro.
Glow up into the grave. That's what it should be. If Oda was serious.
Nah, bro. He's got that punch, bro. That punch. I think he'll do some damage if he lands one.
Did he barely beat Mark Vice with that nonsense? What are we talking about?
Nah,
no, he not barely. He did his he did his thing. He sent him off like Team Rocket. Also, I did want to say too, because Druden's one of the only people we see like off the especially since being Elbaf. Everyone else is using weapons. He's doing the same type of damage these guys are doing, and he's just using his fists. He's like Luffy in that regard. So I wouldn't sleep, man. Son is dangerous. I ain't gonna hold you.
That punch, I'm telling you, I believe in the
Yeah,
punch that he got.
good year. Yeah, I agree with you.
Now, outside of that, I don't know, but he definitely got a punch, bro.
No, the good near technique. That's the technique that he hit Mock Vice out the place with. That's why I call him. He's the spear. That's why I say he's the spear in the mural because the technique is in real Norse mythology. That's Odin. That's Odin's spear. Gungnir was Odin's spear, and that's the attack that Hadruden used. So he just technically calls himself the spear. Like he's Sanji to Loki being Zoro. That's technically what's going on here.
Word.
Like Zoro's the sword, Sanji's the spear.
Word.
Which is why they're fighting the sword and the spear right now. But you get it.
Okay. Sorry, man. Hopefully y'all can't hear these chips.
Oh, I can hear it.
No, I definitely.
Oh no, we
hear that
hear
shit.
it every crunch.
I can hear that shit. 8K.
There's a lot going on tonight.
Yeah.
Foolie got the maracas. Been hearing a lot of that. Been hearing a lot of the chips, Doritos.
Hey, man, my
Lay's.
bad, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. No, it's all good. It's a part. We're here to have a party. I was
Hey,
late to the
man.
show. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
I'm trying to move the mic away. I didn't know you could hear the chips. Great. Hakuba. The Hakuba of the hello. That's not too bad. The Hakuba of the Empty Throne. Imu and Mu are two personalities in one body, just like Cavendish and Hakuba. Here's the evidence. Okay. I like it. I like the evidence. The blended voice and name. In the anime, the voice is distorted and layered. It's not just an effect. It's two souls speaking at once. They refer to themselves both as Mu and Imu. Didn't you say something like this, Nika, recently? Okay. Not like last week, right? Okay.
He says this every day.
Oh, I don't know. I don't talk to him every day, but I do know he said it last week. Remember you talking about that.
Yeah, somehow, some way, Nika gets into a emu moo conversation in the Discord.
Okay, word. Even Arona was the original king, but Mu is the Hakuba side, the dark demonic entity. The perpetual youth surgery makes you immortal, but I think someone did a personality swap first. Ooh. Okay. They used the fruit to make the Mu personality the main one. That made the body immortal. It literally locked the monster in the driver's seat forever. Emu was Hakuba. That never has to go back to sleep. Emu has those layered red rings, and we see characters like Gunko with heterochromia. Okay. Oda uses eyes. Well, Oda uses eyes to signal dual natures between Gunko's eyes and Emu's double rings, and we are seeing soul overlap. It's a visual proof of two personalities fighting for one set of eyes. Okay, the Lily obsession. Emu stays in a room of flowers, tearing up photos of Queen Lily. This possibly explains the internal war. Emu, the man, loved her, but Mu, the monster, is the one who killed her. One side is grieving, while the other is destroying. It's a battle for control over one heart. Emu is a glitch in the soul. The world government is being ran by a demonic second personality that was surgically trapped in a mortal body 800 years ago. Ooh. I like it a lot. Like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
Yeah.
I think it's a love story, and so this tracks for what I think already.
I won't say that I like it, but it does follow. I can't say this is legal. This theory is legal. That's what I'll say. This is a legal theory. It follows the concepts of what Oda has already put out there. So it's like, okay, it has a good basis. I don't agree though, but it has a good basis. I think he's close, but like no cigar type vibe though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the pen and everything like that. I feel like, like they got the pen and prepped and everything like that, but the middle on the plate.
Like they wrote a hit song, it just it only went gold though.
What do you disagree with, Nico?
I feel like he's attacking it the right way. It's just not gonna happen exactly how he's painting the picture. So it's not. I can't say he actually has anything wrong. It's like listening to one of my own theories. Because I think I try to think my theory through and how I think it's gonna all happen. That's why I said what he's saying is legal. I can't say anything here is wrong. This is legal. It's one of those things where I don't agree, but if this happens, if this is exactly what it is, W for you for sure. But like this is, I can't tell him he's thinking the wrong way.
Okay, word. Ban, Saw, what y'all think?
I like it.
Got no problem with it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I don't want to say debunk, but it's like
No, you're right. It's not. That's what I meant. It's not debunkable.
Yeah,
It's solid. It's a solid theory. I just don't think it works like that. But I like the like. Okay, I'm not gonna say I don't like it. Let me take that back. I don't think it happens like this. But I like that I like how creative he is with it, though. You get what I'm saying?
There we go. I just had to mute up so you can't hear the crunch. This should be better. I ain't know. All right. And that was Dizzy's, by the way.
Ah, okay. I see.
Chitone, I read this one. I gotta just look at the gospel because this dude keeps saying it. I just
don't look at that. Don't look at that shit, man. Look at that.
Bro, I have to see it. It's been calling my name, bro.
It's blasphemous. I don't think it's gospel at all.
Let me just put eyeballs on it, bro. I'm
not religious in the slightest.
I don't know who gospel that is.
Alex. Yeah, that part. See that moment of silence you just gave? That's what I was hoping for.
Ain't
Yeah.
no way we pulled up Alex's
That's what I'm
rankings.
saying. He did that. I was trying to tell him not to. He
I want
want
to
to
see
put
this. I want to
Reed
see.
don't even want to Reed scared to talk to him, but go pull up his tier list. This
You
crazy
want
work. This is
Oh,
Luffy?
crazy
okay.
work.
You're
You put.
validating Alex while realizing you're validating Alex right now.
Go have this conversation with him in Discord, and then you can get all you can understand how he thinks all from here. He has Jack above admirals
Yo,
on this list. Please take this list
yo,
down.
That's
I am
crazy.
so serious.
Alex. Not
You
gonna
really
lie.
Your Papa
Like,
Zuki is nowhere near where you want him to be. This listen, I'm
besides
telling
that,
you.
I. Mm,
Yeah, see, it's a hard. It's that part.
uh,
Yeah,
got dumb
listen,
shit.
listen, Fully. Don't even get into it, bro. I'm telling
yo.
you, do not do this.
I get, I agree
Every
with
time
Alex.
somebody does this, they regret it later. They literally be like, "Yo, what was I thinking? I told
Yo,
you."
yo,
Bro.
I'm good.
Okay.
He
yo.
got Marco and Shanks at the same level.
Yeah, exactly. Look, listen, man, move that, bro. I'm telling you. My
He
boy
got
Gunno
he
would
was
love
Yo,
stronger than
Gunno
Shanks.
would love to see this, but no, this is a no
Damn.
though.
You
No.
got
Yeah.
Shamrock low as hell. He got. Wow, he
Uh,
got.
Can I
yo,
tell you? Can I tell you something to make you understand the list a little more?
What's up?
You have to look at it as an expectation list.
Yes.
So think about the feats they've actually shown and where they would actually be without the narrative helping where the people that don't have the feats. And this is 9 times out of 10. He's not wrong on scaling it without nuance. Like if you leave
yeah.
nuances out, his list is actually not that far off from like what you. It takes your intuition to understand the narrative to understand that this is not that. But if you take all that out and just leave
yo.
characters off of what they shown you and only what they've shown you, you might. This is what you might end up with. Might for
Guernica
something
is next to
similar.
Beckman.
Listen, bro.
Burgess is over Beckman too. And Shiri.
Look,
Yo,
listen, girl. But look, watch this, right? And I hate this because I'm not trying to make sense of Alex's list, but I understood Alex a little more when I understood how he made his list. Gurnek Roger. So this is Gear 4 Luffy, Hybrid Kaido, mid Conquer, about to be in a Conqueror's Clash. Gurneka was able to speed blitz and get to Luffy, and literally, that's literally a feat. If you were to scale that to what he's keeping up with to intervene in between that, you would have to scale him high if you're just using feats, no narrative. You would have to give him a really high scaling. But you see the problem, Reed?
Oh
You see the
god.
problem? And granted, I
Yeah.
can't see your face right now. Like your face
Yo.
is covered by the live thing. So I'm
yo,
hoping that you have the right reaction to this because this is Alex we're talking about.
he
All
put
right. So
Jack.
I just
He put
need you to
Jack over
Yo.
understand.
Sakazuki,
Yeah.
bro. I
Yes,
didn't
I
know
told you he has Jack over the admirals, bro. They sent Soru, Sengoku, and Fujitora after Jack. Jack survived and made it back to Wano. To him, that got
Yo.
Jack's an unstoppable force. That's how he sees it. Like he's
Yeah,
immovable object, unstoppable
that
force.
talk. I heard that talk last night. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. That's Alex's take on
Yo,
that. So
Alex, you gave me the best laugh of tonight, bro. This list is hilarious. Shout out to you, bro.
you
Shout out
won,
to
Alex. You
you.
won. The fact
Shout
that
out
Reed
to you,
kept it
bro.
up longer than 30 seconds, you
Yeah,
you won.
Alex, I
I'm
see why
just
I laugh with you.
It's okay, Reed. It's okay. We understand. But
a
Alex, you
thousand
did win.
shadows. Moria is right next to Fleet Admiral Akainu. I'm actually done.
Let it go.
I'm at none of that. Actually pissed me off.
To be
That
fair,
actually.
to be fair, to be fair, Shadow's Asgard, that is an island buster
Oh God.
attacks that
I
he's
hear
doing.
you, but
I'm just
next to
saying, I'm
Vegeta
not I'm not
Sakazuki.
co-signing the list. I told you to take it down. I'm just letting you know. I know how he's making the book. But the last 3 years of my life, I had no idea how Alex was making a list. I figured it out this year.
Yeah.
So I
Shout out to you,
understand
Alex.
how he's using the list now. I just know it's still incorrect, but I understand it now. It's like, oh, you're insane, but I actually found a way. I understand your insanity. I'm the guidance counselor that has to talk to him. You get me? Like you can't
Yo.
be another guidance counselor. You got to send me. If you don't send me, he's gonna kill like 10 people.
Yo.
Hey, that's
crazy, bro.
Alex's takes, bro. That's just what I used to say. I used to say my bad, but no, he knows what he's doing. He knows I'm not gonna spare him when I talk about this neither. He's like I'll get off of here right now, pop in Discord, and he'll try to convince me that he's right.
You need
Hard
help,
body.
bro. You need help, brother.
Listen, this is hilarious, bro. Like, I have no problem with this, bro. Like, shout out to you, Alex. The fact that you went through this and made your list, man. Listen, more people need to be like you in One Piece, bro. More people need to be like you in One Piece. I don't agree
Okay.
with it. I don't. Listen,
Read like you going too far. It might gotta mute
everyone
you.
got their
Yeah,
noses.
bro.
You might yeah, you might gotta mute
Everyone
Zah.
got one.
He going too
I'm
far
just saying,
already.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying I give him the courage, and I gotta give him respect for courage for posting this list and being like
Oh
10 toes
yeah,
on it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
facts,
what I'm
facts.
saying.
Alex
Like,
will
yeah.
argue. Alex don't care who you are. He'd argue you, your mama, and your granddaddy. He don't give a damn. Alex will argue this list like it is the hard body truth, and for the fact that you don't even get it, or you don't even the fact that you think he's even 5% wrong, you don't know. It's reading comprehension. That's how he looks at us.
So one arm
Okay.
Shanks is 2 tiers below Prime Roger.
You think that's the problem, bro? He has a scabbards over Garland.
Oh, I didn't even see that. See
There's
that?
Yes.
there's so many hiccups on this list, bro. You'll be doing that for days. Like you're gonna constantly keep recognizing where people are not supposed to be. Like what is going on? I'm telling you, it's an expectation list, bro. It's an expectation list.
It feels like Scientology.
Like
It's
if you
something,
talk
bro.
to him, if you talk to him about the expectations of where certain these characters will be, he actually has a little sanity. Like he's like, okay, so you know that he's gonna be up here. So why the hell you got him right here? He didn't show me nothing yet. Like that. Never mind now. You got it.
Prime
you
Subaru
got it, bro. You got it.
over
That's so
Prime
true, but
Don Chinchou.
That's Alex, bro. Like I used to argue for Alex. People used to come into the server and be like, yo, he's wilding. I'm like, yo, chill out, it's my man's. And then Alex was like, no, I can't. I'm right. Like, he's like, all right, you know what? I can't argue no more. I try to bring some
Wait,
rationale into this.
Fully, you're a Suru person, bro. Is Prime Suru over Prime Don Chinchou?
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that too, though.
Wow. Okay.
Alex is respectful to like certain characters you would never guess like he got it right for.
Yeah.
But it's too hard to find it.
Yeah.
You got to think about this, right? You got to think about this. Chapter 0, they sent Suru after Roger. Garp had to hop on Suru's ship, disobeying orders, going after Roger. Suru was already being sent. You get what I'm saying? Why would you send Suru after Roger if you think she's weak and incompetent? You don't. That's the thing. That's why she's respected along with Garp and Roger. She was the Sakura or Tsunade, whatever you want to call her.
Don't do
I
it.
have an answer. I protect Suru. I'm not gonna say. I do have an answer for that. But
I'm about to say you can. Hey, don't be disrespectful now.
no, I'm not. No, because like, look, fully respected that I didn't want to diss Sakura, so I'm gonna do the same for Suru. I have an answer for that question though, but I'm not gonna answer it here.
Her older sister is a vice admiral. She ranks higher than her older sister. Her daughter or granddaughter is a rear admiral with a vice admiral's bounty for Cross Guild. So I think Suru, everything around, even though Flamingo weren't playing around with Suru and she was pulling up in the flashbacks. He was like, yo, Suru, we got a dip. They weren't, I'm just saying, Suru get that respect, man. She got there, she told Fuji, yo, what have you been doing for 3 days? Get up and do something. He's like, all right, I'll roll the dice again. You know, Suru get people active. Like, stop playing. Suru like that.
Like I said, my lips are sealed. I respect Fully too much. That's his lady. So y'all got it.
Yeah, Reed. I'm with Fully. No Suru disrespect.
Y'all got it, man.
I'll tell you right now, Suru need to go.
Zah, I ain't gonna hold you. After your trauma statement from earlier, you done enough. You good. You good. I get it, gang. You good. Zah said, I don't give a damn where the trauma coming from. As long as he got it. I was like, okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, Zah. If you actually like thought out a lot of your trauma statements, you could do a stand up. I swear to God, you could, bro. On God,
One Piece
I'd
stand
be
up.
weak. Not even One Piece, just trauma and kids in general, bro. I would be weak. I
That
ain't
would be
gonna
a
hold you.
Netflix fan. That would be a Netflix special.
I'd pull up. You,
Facts.
I'd pull up. What?
I'm in
Well,
there.
not only about trauma, but you could talk about some trauma. You're funny, Zah. You're funny.
Yeah, I don't think you give yourself credit, bro.
Mm.
Word.
It's that Liberian
Uh,
to him.
yo, wrong, bro. Wait, huh? Wait, I don't even know. This is too much happening, bro.
What
Ram in
happened?
here wilding, bro.
What Rom say,
Wilding,
man? Let
bro.
me read these comments. Let's see.
Bro, I
Nah.
can't even pull up some of these comments tonight, bro.
Rom,
Ram is
real
wilding,
freaky
bro.
in the comments right now.
Yo, what is this, Rom? What the hell?
He turning into Neon
Yo,
Yeah, Rom, what the
on
hell's
Gamer
going on,
Gav.
bro?
yo.
Rom's on fire. It's yeah, I didn't expect that. I
I'm
was about to
not.
tell you.
My lips are
His
sealed
weapon.
about Guru, so I'm gonna keep it pushing out of respect for the Oni himself. Uh, all right. What's my last one, man? Dream Piece sounds really interesting. Dang man, that's too long though. I really want to read this. Oh no, I think
Which
we
one
did
is
read
it?
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we think we did last week, or not last week, the week before last, on the last break when you went over some of the theories. I think we did go over that.
yeah, I think we did read this. Okay. Okay, well maybe wrong is the last one. Oh, he tagged me in this? Dang, some friend I am. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I tag you in a bunch of stuff. You never look at it.
Wow. All right.
What's that? What happened? Wait, what happened? Why you say wow like that?
Nah. Are we cool? All right. Chapter 722 might have foreshadowed Emu's bipolar eyes.
It's like the third eye theory.
Yes. This art from chapter 722 has been making the rounds. It shows an entity with its right eye open and left eye shut. The black and white design makes me think of positive and negative energy. Omen and the positive energy Vegapunk talked about during Egghead. What's more interesting in this panel appears in the same chapter where Doflamingo talks about the 20 kings who founded the world government. Over the last 10 chapters, including Brooks' flashback, we've seen Saint Nerona Emu several times, but Oda still has never shown Emu's left eye. We also learned that his fairy kingdom fell because of Princess Shuri's bipolar eyes. And Holy Knight Guru wanted to bring her to the Holy Land because she was what the Great One desires. So here's my theory. What if Emu also had bipolar eyes, but lost the use of his left eye during the fight against Joy Boy and Davy Jones in the Void Century? And then he's got
I like that. I like that.
Dying Art. What was this panel? Oh, this was on the Sunny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Giola took over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a ROM theory?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I know this theory.
For
Nah,
life itself.
sounded familiar.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, left eye. We don't see it. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yep, don't see it there. Okay. Oh crap. All right. Okay. Oh, that was it. Oh, these are all the panels. Okay. In a world in which energy is abundant, available, and free. Okay. Brimming with it, if we can simply convert it into a kind of power that you can see and use. Omen is my military might. Okay.
I actually have a. Okay, we were talking about this stuff before because this is a theory about energy and the energy that Vegapunk was talking about.
Yeah.
So Rom did some research about like sources, energy sources that could be in contrast with like Omen, and he found things like blessings, a grace, and then he found one that was interesting, and it was called Anima, and that made me think really hard, and because I was talking to my guy Cowboy, and he's crazy, but I'm crazy too, so some transparency there. And he was taking this whole emu as a parrot thing to the next level. And in his mind, he thinks One Piece was like Animal Farm. Can y'all still hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. When he was saying he was thinking One Piece is kind of like Animal Farm, where Emu and them came down from the planet they came from and came to this planet, and the people that were in control of this planet were like the other races, or like the like maybe like mink race people, maybe like mink people, Neptunians, stuff like that. But basically, he was saying the animal life was more or less the ones that were in control of what was going on this planet. You get me? And interestingly enough, it made me think about the Sea Kings and like the educated ones and how they were like, they're really, really smart actually. And if there was a power source that once was able to be used by the supposed not animal kingdom, the ancient kingdom, what if it was called anima and it was something that animals were able to tap into? And I know that sounds crazy, so take this with a grain of salt, but it just made me think because if there is any credence to the emu as a parrot thing, that would mean a lot. And ironically enough, in Blackbeard's designs from something that was drawn like in 2010 by Oda, one of them was drawn, with a parrot. It was Blackbeard. He drew many. One of them had like the Leuven kind of chin,
Yeah.
and then there was then one of the other pictures had like Blackbeard with an eye patch, and then one of the other pictures had like Blackbeard, but he had a parrot on his shoulder. And a lot of some of the theory from this whole emu's a parrot theory stems from the parrot and emu being emu, and then the parrot, and then there was the monkey, and then Davy Jones was like the owner of the parrot and the monkey. I don't really have a dog in the fight whether this is true or not. I just think all the information found on this is kind of interesting and should at least be looked over. So
Anima.
and, yeah, when he found words for it, I was like, ah. So if like watch this, if we ever get revealed that the power source we were talking about, if Vegapunk was to ever let's say it was called Anima, then I fully believe everything I just said may be actually possible. Just because the animal stuff and the anima energy, it would make sense that animals tap into anima just off of context clues, but that's like a long shot. So take that all with a grain of salt. A grain,
Okay.
just like an actual grain.
No, until I get the name of that power source, it's gonna be just a grain.
Good.
One singular grain. Last thing, I don't think Elbaf is gonna get destroyed because Lilith already told us that she wants to build a new.
Shank's coming back, bro.
Okay.
I just watched the scene. I just watched the scene on YouTube again where Shanks was at the bar talking with Dorian Broggie because we were on Discord talking about it. And then when I watched it, and we were talking about something that he might have said about Dorian Broggie because we were trying to figure out how long ago did Shanks meet Dorian Broggie? Did he meet them when he was starting the Red Hair Pirates, or did he meet them as a kid on the Roger Pirates? Because he said he had met, long lost friend, thought they were dead, and then they had said the same to Shanks, so they were talking about Dorian Broggie. But Shanks was talking, and he was talking with a smile and very casually. But when he was talking about Kid, he asked Dorian Broggie for help. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you guys' help." And then they looked back. They were like, "Yeah, we got you, big dog. Like, you are friends, so we got you." And then Shanks like literally went from being nice and happy to serious, and he said, "My goal is to protect this island from any harm." So just hearing that one line, and then after he said that, it went right back to like casual Shanks. But he said that seriously. So just hearing that, and remember, I had already told y'all there was a Griffin nightmare. So just off of that and all the Shanks context clues we keep getting this arc, if he doesn't come back this arc, I'm cool. But it's just giving like I've been saying that from the jump. I don't want anyone to help Luffy, but if someone was to help Luffy, it'd probably be Shanks. If not Shanks, it'd be not Blackbeard. It'd be Dragon. So any one of them are liable to pull up at this point in time because of the type of the island Elbaf is and what it needs for the final war. So I just don't think we're destroying Elbaf. I think Elbaf will be, it'll be good. It'll be good. But Shanks coming. I think Shanks is coming back though.
Probably he keeps getting pulled up in these flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of Shanks in these flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I personally prefer Monkey D. Goat, but
Who?
Monkey D. Goat, or my bad, he's another animal. Dragon. Sorry. Monkey D.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Okay.
I got the
whatever.
animals mixed up.
I got it after you said it at the same time. I literally didn't even hear the monkey D. It just sounded like something he go. I was like, wait, what? That's all I heard.
Monkey D. Goat. Monkey D. Goat.
Ah,
I just forget the animal sometimes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Either way, gents, good stream.
Can't wait.
Appreciate
Can I ask
pulling
you?
up.
Can I ask you one last question before we go?
Yeah, man. As long as it's a good question, don't make it a mid question.
Why do people like turn a closed eye to the simple fact that like I know God Valley showed the relationship, but y'all really think Dragon would just let his father just die like this?
No.
No, yeah. Me and Ree already listen, we almost 3 years in on this same theory now. Like we've been saying this. Like Luffy and the whole cast actually at this point. I don't gotta keep saying it's me and Ree. Luffy and Dragon probably gonna end up linking up, making something happen. And Kobe probably gonna get involved too. But Garp's gonna be put up for public execution, but we don't think it's actually gonna happen though. Like we don't think he's gonna get executed. You get me? Like something's gonna happen to stop that or intervene. But we don't think he's actually going to we definitely think Dragon would get involved with that. The whole point of Marineford, Ivankov literally almost shit himself just thinking about how much trouble the Navy's gonna have dealing with Whitebeard, dealing with the Yonko and the Revolutionary at the same time. Fast forward, we're in that same position right now, so shit yourself. You know what I mean? That's just where we at. So yeah.
Because I would like Shanks to go help Luffy and Dragon go help Garp.
I like Sabo more than anyone because Emu talking hot. And I don't like none of that shit. Emu running. And Sabo already told Fuji, no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, if Luffy need my help, I'm gonna be there. So he said if Luffy asks. Luffy ain't asked for no help, but I wouldn't mind Big Bro pulling up right now. I really wouldn't. Like if Big Bro, the Revs pulled up right now, Big Bro and Dragon pulled up, I wouldn't mind at all. I just really don't want nobody saving Luffy. Like this Gabon treatment is like Gabon saving him right in this moment. That's the most I really don't want. I want Luffy to handle this, man. Like even if you barely handled it, let us know you handled it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Like even if you
Yonko crew.
even if they take a W and they get the kids or they get Nami or whatever the case may be, at least get back up from this fight. Handle we want you to just handle this a little more. You're still early Yonko, bro. I don't want you just as soon as you get to be a Yonko, technically you got saved at Egghead. Without Emmett, they had you cooked jumping on that boat. You feel me? So it's bro, I want you to at least get one thing under your belt as an actual Yonko. You feel me? Because everything just seems plot right now. Just get one. Just need you a one, Luffy.
Before we go, can we all just predict something real quick? So it looks like in the last panel, Gabon cut off the tree where Luffy was on. Who's grabbing Luffy while Gabon is fighting?
Jinbei could, but Jinbei's not near them right now, so probably nobody. Yeah, Jinbei's not, but no one's by them as far as we know, because Luffy left Jinbei with Loki off a little bit, and it's just Luffy and Emo, and then Gabon just made his way over there. So it's about to get rough because Gabon's gonna have a tough time here. I don't see how he gets out of this, But I do see him losing. Like I said last week, stay consistent. I think Oda doesn't have the guts to kill the character that's an active father and doing all the stuff they're doing right now, so he's gonna take a limb. I stand on the same take I said last week.
I think Luffy has to sit there and watch.
Yeah,
Two swords. I think he got to sit there and watch.
I think.
Yeah, I think whatever happens to Gabon next is gonna fuel Luffy. It's gonna put some fuel to the jet. So
Mm-hmm.
What you say, Fully?
I think Gabon dies, and the main reason why is because last time Luffy seen, Vegapunk die, but he got the, excuse of like Lil still being around and being like, oh no, we're still all good and whatnot. I'm gonna make another Vegapunk here and whatnot. So he didn't really have the consequences of like not really being as serious or taking the events as seriously. So I would want Gabon to die, and I've always been on the whole ride of like I want the old guard, the old generation to be gone by the end of the story. I do not want Rayleigh to still be around at the end of One Piece. I do not want Gabon to be around at the end of One Piece. I think they should be gone by the end of the story. And if Gabon is gone at the end of this, I will be fine with it.
What about Shiki? You want him gone too?
Yeah, I want to see Shiki happen before he's gone, but Shiki need to be gone too.
Okay.
I'm with Fully, but I don't think they need to die. They just need to be moved aside, out the picture, like retire. Stay at the Rayleigh's on the right track. Stay at the bar, have a drink, enjoy your days in retirement. I don't need you coming up out of retirement too much, but I definitely think they're all gonna come up out of retirement, but they're gonna get retired again. But if they die, cool. But I don't know I don't know. I really don't know if Oda got the guts to kill Gabon. Like, just look at Oda's track record. Has he killed a parent in the active timeline, father or mother, especially father? Has he killed a parent in the active timeline of One Piece?
Yeah, so
Like Kuma was his last shot, and y'all saw what just happened, and that's not even a biological. So I don't know if he's gonna kill him, but I'm not against it. Like all things scream death here. I do think that. I give Fully that much. Everything screams death. I just don't think Oda is bold enough in the pen to do that. And now if we see Imu cleave Gabon in half, I stand corrected. You feel me? I stand corrected. But I do think he's about to lose a leg or an arm. He's about to lose a limb. That's happening. I said that same thing last week. I stand on that.
I think the only reason why I really want them gone more because like I've been showing my girlfriend Avatar, The Last Airbender, because she's never seen it. I don't want them to pull a White Lotus. Like Gabon and Rayleigh pulling a White Lotus at the end of like we see the Roger pirates all together doing something to help and whatnot, and they're what I mean. Like I don't want that.
But what if they just take his? What if they take? How do you feel about if Gabon does lose an arm? How would you feel about that? Because he's not Shanks. He doesn't have. He don't have 10, 12 years in the story to go practicing with one arm.
I'm fine with that. I just don't know how I feel about them. Like
And
him and like Rayleigh pulling up together on something like We Are the Wings supporting a new king of the pirate. You know what I mean? Like I want him to be retired. I need him to go sit down.
Yeah.
Because last time we seen Rayleigh is when he popped up with Blackbeard and protected, that Boa and whatnot. I'm just like, that's the last time I want to see Rayleigh pop out.
Oh, another thing. It's random. So remember we were on. I'm pretty sure it was y'all I was talking to. I know I said it on Discord a few times, but I'm pretty sure I was talking to y'all when I said it. Remember because we were having me and Blue, we were making these discoveries, and other people that are in the calls with the shouts to Rom and whatnot. But we were talking, and I remember. I don't know if you guys remember. I said this. Remember we were talking about how like the onomatopoeias that keep coming with the gods and stuff like that, and like some of these gods they come with music notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I remember saying I would find it mad interesting if we ever see Chopper like have a music note whenever he does his dancing thing in the manga like just for dance sake or whatever. Chopper has one, and it's a recent one too.
All right, I'm out.
Oh yeah, we have been running. That's right, the Chopper he's running.
Yeah.
It's okay, Zah. It's okay, bro. But yeah, Chopper has a music note when he does his little dance, like exactly as I was speculating. So Take
does?
that for what you. He does. He does. Just like when they talk about the gods and you see the music notes, when Chopper does his like last chapter actually, Gerd thanked him for doing the big old guard point, and Gerd was looking at Loki's like wounds and he was bleeding all bad, and Chopper was just like all dancing around all flattered from Gerd saying thank you, and he had the music note right there when he did his little dance. So I dropped the gem. Blue found the panel. And Rom said it as well, said something similar, but he said it about Buggy, and Buggy actually has it as well too. Buggy has a music note, and
Word.
just don't know what this all means, but it means something. So yeah.
Word. Okay. Shout out to Dizzy.
Gods
For
Among
pulling up.
Us.
And Dizzy, we read you missed us reading your theory. I think we read 2 of your theories tonight.
Yes, we read 2 of your theories, Dizzy. Pretty dope
Yeah.
stuff.
Shout out to
Fooley
you,
said
man.
Fooley said he hated him, and he told you never theory craft again. He doesn't
Cool, I thought you was
appreciate.
my brother, bro.
What the freak?
He thought he thinks your theories that it was all like you could have put more thought into them. Try a little harder. I'm
Nah.
joking. Take none of that serious. I'm joking. Take none of that seriously. Messing around.
Yo.
But yeah,
Solid theories.
yeah, for sure.
I don't even remember which one it was that we read. I read the
Hakuba.
oh yeah, the Hakuba one. That was one of them. What was the other one?
Me and Dizzy have thought about. We've compared notes on the Hakuba theory because I have my own. You know ours well, Reed. I have my own Hakuba speculation.
Yeah.
And for what y'all said about Big Mom being dead or alive and Kaido, I don't know if you read my comment when I had commented. I was driving at that time, Reed, but I was watching at the same time. But Big Mom's gonna come back with Kaido's soul and some magma. I'm gonna stand on that till it doesn't happen. So yeah.
Hey, man. Until I see a Viva card sparking up, I'm not convinced that she's dead. So you see that mug sparking, bro. She says see y'all Wednesday. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For the spoilers. All right. I think that's it. Gents, have a good night. Everyone have a good night. Have a great night. Peace until Wednesday. Stay safe and goodbye.